yourself, you see the vision. Multi-dimension, parallel worlds with you ascended. Shot the work in the work. I was an introvert, broke out the shell, time to put in work up in the burst. I think government, Democrats and Republicans, fuck a mulligan. Only get one shot, then I'm done with it. I'm the master, I calculated the data with dark matter. Using the elements, make the space shatter. Hate chatter, fed softer than cake batter. Let's take matters from Earth to space battles. Like an anime, from Sunday to Saturday. Using alchemy, playing with magic like I'm a fantasy. Final boss, the blade longer than Sephiroth. Black Messiah, hell yeah, I bear the cross. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. A universal law, fight the enemy through the stars.
When you know, you know. 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 When you know, you know.
When you know yourself, you see the power, the very power that turn the enemies to cowards, they get devoured. I turn the minutes into hours, they look sour. Hurry gang, it's like the clock tower. Spit the mantra, analytical monster. With the truth, I'm a conquer. Enemies acting bonkers. I'm exuberant, stay maneuvering. Hooligan, super kick to the moon again. Hell no, I ain't do it. Oh, destroy the temple, using powers of elementals. So essential to my team, despite the differential. I'm a warrior, keep it simple. My flow make it triple, instrumental, cause it did mention no time ripples. Do good into bicycles or slice missiles. Put together man, I turn tanks into bicycles. I'm a rebel, fight for a cause. Universal law, throw the enemy through the stars, kill them all.
When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. When you know, you know. Yeah.
Better know thyself, you better listen. 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 Let that beat rock. Better know thyself, you better listen. Let that beat rock. You better listen. Better know thyself, you better listen. Gotta know thyself, you better listen. Pay attention. Better know thyself, you better listen.
Beaming her up. You already know.
Lots on the bass, so you know the bitch bang, 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 bang. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up. Live it up.
Take it to the club with the crew. What we gon' do? Pull a nice chick, get a loose. Going up the goose in the juice. We hang like a noose. The party going down on the roof. Baby, drop it low to the dance floor. Baby, quick at this baby, I won't let go. Baby, look at my eyes and say you want a boss. What liquor do you want? Now I'm pretty cost. 17, 30 days, what the ghost say? Oh, the Casamigos, what did you say? Hurricane and Jordan, gon' put it on ya. From Detroit straight down to Georgia. We party to 6 in the morning. This be so cold, let's keep it going. Knock it out the park with these cold moves. Yo, Jay, you telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling. Live it up, live it up. Nothing like a funky feeling.
Beaming up my goddess. Beaming her up.
Tell the living girl, about to give it up. Tell the fire girl, put the drink in the bigger cup. Fill it up. Tell the bread girl, about to
there she go.
Now we in the dance floor, get the live it up. Some of the business are when
it's good to see you, baby.
For the river, they wanna feel it. I know they dig it. Now they say back to the bar and get some more. Get the phone, this is the girl. You wanna smoke? On the boat, smoking gelato. Sipping Moscato from the bottle. These
Monday, look.
more than the model.
You already know, baby.
Gotta just be out of smoking exotic. Everybody go up and down like it's hydraulics. On the dance floor, we getting lit. Pop lock on the road by. You can even do these fits so smooth and with these cold moves. Jay telling them what we gon' do. Hit them with that old school.
Nothing like a funky feeling.
Hey, you know about it.
Nothing like a funky feeling. Nothing like a funky
It's 5:09 in the UK. 12:09 in Detroit. Good afternoon and good evening.
Throw your hands up in the sky. You forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Said throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Throw your hands up in the sky. Forget about the troubles of your 9 to 5. Let the beat ride.
Let that beat ride. You got no notification for the live again.
Let the beat ride.
You see how they trying to block us from seeing each other, baby? That's why I had to send you that message. I'm so mad that my other phone ain't on working. I'm
Take
heated
them home, Jay.
because I'm supposed to be sending you some fonts in the chat, baby. It feels weird not sending you no fonts or no texts with the other phone. It feels weird. But I'm learning how to deal with it. I'm learning how to deal with it, Vontae. Because you know me, like I love to be putting all those fonts in the chat, much loves, and you already know. But I got to deal with my second phone being down and out until the 28th. Gotta have the fancy fonts. You know, Vontae, gotta have the fancy fonts. I gotta font you good, baby. I gotta font you good. From the font and the bike. You feel me, baby? That was a great Star Trek date we had. I loved it. I'm still thinking about it as I was walking to the store. I was like, man, that Star Trek was freaking fun. It was awesome. I loved it. I loved it. Oh, yeah. Much love to the goddess Vontae. Thank you, baby. Thank you for being you. Thank you. Thank you for getting it. And I read your comment. I loved it. That was a great day. We should do that once a week. Star Trek talk, and let's talk about some Star Trek. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do, baby. Star Trek talk. That's our date because not everybody up on Star Trek. It was nerd alert, baby. Nerd alert. Comply to that, baby. Let's talk about Star Trek. Have us a date. That's right, baby. Where we at now? It was right here. Yeah, we're gonna play some more songs. Then we're gonna get off into it. It's like a 40-minute thing, but we're gonna play some music first. You already know, baby. Then we're gonna play the new track after this, baby. We gotta play that new track. That's one of my guys,
Yeah, we bringing it back. So cold with the flows when I spit it on tracks. Writing hardcore lyrics, gotta put it on wax. We can't tell lies, we be spitting the facts. Most rappers is trash and they do it for cash. I do it for the love with this lyrical blast. Going fast like Flash when I'm whipping your ass. Let me slow it down quick, this a blast from the past. Underground flows with an old school vibe. Logic head to the beat and remember the rhyme. Real music, you can hear it, you can never deny. Corporate can't join the knock when we keeping it live. From Detroit, trying to let the whole world see. Midwest, Southern soul, make the people believe. Spitting revolution lyrics so my people be free. Throw your hands in the air if you rollin' with me. Underground sound that goes down in Motown. 20 your time, smoke a pound, we smoke clowns. Cold sound, everybody know what goes down. Underground sound, yeah, we bringing it back now. Tell them, Jay.
Bringing it back.
Hey.
Bringing it back.
Apply, Vontae.
Hey. Back to the underground. Back to the underground. Where it comes from. Back to the underground. Back to where it comes from. Back to the underground. Where it comes from. Hey. Bringing it back. Break it, break it, break it in bed. 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 Break it, break it, break it in bed.
We going
Back again, spinning back just like a paladin. Yeah, we got away.
Ain't too much,
The
man.
ground is back again, back again.
For the ancestors.
It's time to take it back again. Spinning back just like a paladin. Yeah, we got away. The ground is back again. For my ancestors. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. Underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. This that underground sound. It's time to take it back now.
real shit, Vonta. Like while that song was playing, I was having glimpses of the future, seeing us. Every moment was clear, beautiful. We on the train, walking on the beach. We had a diner. Excuse me. I'm I'm smoking, but I'm like, thank you for this experience, Vonta. I just want to get that out the way. I just thank you for this experience. Thank you for the journey that we are on. And this is amazing. That's all I got to say. Thank you for popping up. For this is a great chapter in my life. I just want to thank you, Vonta. Real talk. And with that being said, let's play the new track. We'll double play it. You're welcome, Vonta. Like real talk, my heart is just like the heart chakra is open right now, fully.
Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the islands. Now we flying to another country, I'm fine and dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for buck and grinding. Baby girl, you be shining bright like a diamond. I am happy I found it. She wrap her legs around me, putting no one above her. Going in full of thrusters, fucking up all the covers. Hearing the sound of thunder, now I'm bending her over. Yeah, she screaming for more. Yes, I need to explore it. Now I'm digging for more. We be chilling and gigging, and be smoking and sipping. After this break, baby, I'm getting back to business. Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the islands. Now we flying to another country, I'm fine and dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for buck and grinding. Baby girl, really love it. Taking her to the summit, to the place of abundance. Keep her climaxes coming. She be riding up on it. Only take over the moment. Yeah, we keeping it going from the night to the morning. She is sexy as ever. I know I found a better version of a good woman. I won't keep forever. We got Bonnie and Clyde. Now I'm slipping inside, and she's feeling my grind. This an infamous time, baby girl. Smoking up on the island. Now we flying to another country. I'm fine and dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for buck and grinding. Baby girl, we be vibing. Smoking up on the island. Now we flying to another country. I'm fine and dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for buck and grinding.
I love that Lofty Lounge video Vixen style. When you put your spin on it, can't wait to see your new videos, Vonta. And we gotta double play it. It's the new track. There's something about this beat. Shout out to Phenom Rogue One. This is one of them laid back.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
We walking on the beach with it, having a good time. Leg up.
Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the islands. Now we flying to another country, I'm finding dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for buck and grinding. Baby girl, you be shining, shining bright like a diamond. I am happy I found it. She wrapped her legs around me, putting no one above her. Going in full of thrusters, fucking up all the covers. Hearing the sound of thunder, now I'm bending her over. Yeah, she screaming for more. Yes, I need to explore it. Now I'm digging for more. We be chilling and gigging, and we smoking and sipping. After this break, baby, I'm getting back to billet. Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the islands. Now we flying to another country, I'm finding dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for up and grinding. Baby girl, really love it. Taking her to the summit, to the place of abundance. Keep her climaxes coming. She be riding up on it. She take over the moment. Yeah, we keeping it going from the night to the morning. She is sexy as ever. I know I found a better version of a good woman. I won't keep forever. We got Bonnie and Clyde. Now I'm slipping aside, and she's feeling my grind. This an infamous time. Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the island. Now we flying to another country, I'm finding dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for up and grinding. Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the island. Now we flying to another country, I'm finding dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for up and grinding. Hey.
That be cold. Definitely a Detroit After Dark track. You already know. This is too. You know I was thinking about you. She's small and petite. Redhead goddess that was walking up to me. You know I was thinking about you when I started off this track. I was like, she's small and petite. Redhead goddess. But you, Vontae.
She's small and petite, walking on the beach. Redhead goddess that was walking up to me. Body looking nice, bikini looking tight. Guaranteed that she coming up tonight. Baby, throw it back, I'm giving it a stack. Coming all in the air, I know she like that. Take it to the max, smash it to my track. Pick the perfect song when I hit it from the back. More than a groupie, more than a cutie. Think I'm in love, girl, you doing something to me. Going with the flow, baby, want some more. Smoking on the blood, now I'm going in the throat. Baby, get up on it, fight it like you want it. Love when she sigh, when she screaming and she moaning. Baby, get up on it, fight it like you want it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, you a goddess, baby, to your palace, to the bedroom, girl, you know I gotta have it. Girl, I'm a fanatic, the pussy is the best. Beat it out the frame till there ain't nothing left. Legs on my shoulders, guess I gotta fold it. Eyes go back, now it's time to bend her over. Feeling super neat, while I clap her cheeks. Shit so loud, you can hear it up the street. Fucking to the beat, going with the flow. Screaming so loud, she hitting every note. Baby, you a treat, pussy tastes sweet. Hurricane tongue, girl, you know I'm a beast. Get on top of me, ride it like a pro. Every day and night, girl, you put it on the show. Smoking on the leaf, yeah, it's time to float. After that, girl, I'm going in the throat. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning. Baby, get up on it, baby, get up on it. We gon' be banging from night to the morning.
You know what it is. Now let's get naughty before the Mental Monday. Let's get naughty real quick. I see that naughty time, naughty time music. Then we got to get naughty before we get on to the Mental Monday. You already know. Got it's gonna be a 42-minute, 47-second video.
Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, everybody get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty, get naughty.
Naughty time, love.
Get naughty, naughty. Baby girl get naughty, naughty. Baby girl get naughty, naughty, naughty. Walking in the club, ladies showing love. See me on stage, tell that motherfucker love. Baby girl getting low, drop it to the floor. Pick it back up, baby, make that ass roll. Out of control, got me saying roll. Baby twerking on me, girl, you know how it go. When the drop singing low, take it to the
This the best holiday. Chilling with my baby. This the best holiday, Vonta. Chilling with you. Deja vu. I said this. Deja vu moment.
Girl like a party with, look a bad chick, shit fire like an arsonist, baby, this a hit. Got another party mix, call me Santa Claus, had to put you on the naughty list. Time they have a party, time they have a party. Baby girl love it, then she about to get naughty. Time they have a party, time they have a party. Baby girl love it, then she about to get naughty, get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 naughty. Giving her the business, love it when I'm in it. Bend her ass over, that's her favorite position. Give it to her raw, going in the deep. Fucking all night, we ain't about to go to sleep. Vibing to the beat, while I clap her cheeks. Baby girl straight and then she fucking up the sheets. She the beauty, I'm the beast. Eat her like a feast. Sweet cherry pie, baby, let me get a piece. Detroit after dark, did it in the park. Under the stars on the hood of a car. She adventurous, we up in the parking lot. Put up to the job, we was working on the clock. Day and after work, we went to the drive-in. Treated like a swimming pool, I'm about to dive in. This a party over here, got you fucking vibing. Grab a naughty girl, yeah, I'm about to slide in. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Get naughty, 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 get naughty.
What up, though?
Naughty, naughty, get naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, get naughty, 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 time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty, get naughty, 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 naughty.
All right. Salute everybody in the chat. Much love to my goddess Vonta. That was a great Star Trek date. Salute, live and learn. And salute everybody's going to come in on the playback. Now, I understand that it's the Memorial Day and everybody is barbecuing, you know what I'm saying, chilling with the family. I understand. You know what I'm saying? Shouts out to y'all, chill with your family, barbecue it up, eat good, smoke good, drink good, feel good. Shouts out to all y'all. You know what I'm saying? But this special day is chilling with Vonta. This is my holiday because, like knowing the history of all these holidays, from the shit for the colonialization, like Memorial Day, Veterans Day, and all the other, like 4th of July, aka Independence Day, it's all bullshit because it all fucked over my people. You know what I'm saying? And I think Memorial Day is for the troops, right? Is it for the troops? Y'all fucked over the troops. Veterans Day, y'all still treating veterans like they ain't shit. And Independence Day, as I can recall, we were still slaves during that time. So fuck all these holidays. This is the best holiday because I'm chilling with the lovely Vanta. And most importantly, I'm giving y'all some good information on some shit to deal with the shadow self or the inner self and help mentally be capable of controlling your emotions and your mental capabilities to survive in this realm. Or most importantly, survive within yourself, because this is inner work, shadow work talk that we're about to get into. Mental Monday. This is all in your mind. And we must use this quantum supercomputer, which is our brain, properly. You know what I'm saying? Like, if we use our brain properly the right way, we won't have no sickness. We can easily regenerate. I know people probably think that that's some comic book or some video game shit, but no. Have you ever cut yourself, whether it's a small cut or a big cut, and it healed up? That's called healing properties. That's in your fucking body. So if we can control that and master that, any wound can be healed instantly. I talked about Combat Key. Look up Combat Key. You can turn your body into solid stone. You can turn your body into impenetrable armor. Crazy work to people that, that don't understand. It's crazy, or a video game or a comic book or a movie. But we can actually do this. I watched people air bend, fire bend, water bend, earth bend. These people are all across the world, most in certain cultures that don't fuck with, technology. But these are powers that's in us. We have all the power of all the elements: earth, fire, wind, water, light, darkness, even time and space. Even though time doesn't exist and space is fake. But if it's within a construct, we can control it. We just have to think. We just have to use our brains. And most of us don't use our brains. We so busy. Most people are running on autopilot, and most people are running off survival. Most people are running off other different type of programs that's keeping you from unlocking who you really truly are. So my goal is to get this message out there so people can, learn mentally. So, like how I do is I just grab the truth from wherever I listen to, apply it to my life, and act accordingly, keep it rolling. But the inner self, learning the self, mastering self, acknowledging self and the emotions that run through your body, is up to us. It's up to us. So let's get off into it. But first things first, Mental Monday is sponsored in part by.
Begin my day until I've had a Dickens cider.
There's nothing better than waking up to a good old Dickens cider.
My girlfriend loves Dickens ciders. My sister came to stay with us for a month, and my husband couldn't go a day without the Dickens cider. My girlfriend loves a Dickens cider.
My mom loves the Dickens cider.
My sister loves to wake up in the morning with a Dickens cider.
I'm a bit young, but I would love to try a Dickens cider.
So there you have it. For over 150 years, Frederick Bond Dickens has developed a beverage that literally brings women to their knees. So fellas, for the sake of the economy, get a Dickens cider.
What do you do for a living? Oh, I'm a model. Wow, like runway model?
OnlyFans model.
Damn, are you expensive?
The Matrix is a system, Neil. That system is full of degenerates. When you're inside, you look around, what do you see? Businessmen,
You already know.
teachers, lawyers, carpenters, the very minds of the people we are trying to save. But until we do, these people are still a part of the woke system, and that makes them our enemy. You have to understand, most of these people are not ready to pick up a biology textbook, and many of them are so inert, so hopelessly dependent on their pronouns that they will fight to protect it. listening to me, Neo? Or were you looking at the dude in the red dress? A dude? Yeah. Who is it?
Very good, Dave Andre.
That wasn't a woman?
No.
It's another training program designed to teach you one thing. If you are not one of us, you might marry one of them. What are they? Transformers. They can move in and out of any gender, regardless of their chromosomes. That means that anyone coming out of the female bathroom is potentially a ladyboy. Inside the Matrix, they can identify as anything, but in reality, it's just delusion. We have survived by hiding from them, by running from them. But they are at the ditty parties. They are guarding all the doors while they are touching all the kids, which means that sooner or later, someone is going to have to fight them. Someone. I won't lie to you, Neo. Every single man or woman who has stood their ground, everyone who has fought this agenda got canceled. But where they have failed, you will succeed. What? I've seen an agent identify as a concrete wall. Men have emptied entire clips at them and hit nothing but air. Yet their strength and their speed are still based in a world that is built on rules. Because of that, they will never be as strong or as fast as you can be. What are you trying to tell me? That I can dodge lawsuits? No, Neo. If you identify as an innocent human being, you won't have to. I identify as an innocent human being.
Classic. All right. Now let's get off to the Mental Monday. First things first, shouts out to everybody in the chat. Everybody's going to watch on the playback. Much love to the goddess Vonta. You already know what it is. It's a scorcher over there. Make sure you stay hydrated, stay cool under that AC or a fan. And if you go out, don't forget to bring a towel. You want to get high? All right, let's get off to the Mental Monday. Hope everybody grabs some truth from this and learns something. Then after this, we're going to be out. This is a 42-minute video.
Anymore. You can't take the struggle anymore. You try to improve, study, change your habits, but at the end of the day, anxiety, relationship problems, or scarcity still surround you, as if you were exhaustedly running inside an invisible script. What if I told you this is not punishment or bad luck, but physical proof that the matrix of this reality has started to fail around you? There is a microscopic detail sustaining everything you see, and the question that will rewrite your destiny today is, what did the rare individuals who mastered matter discover that we were programmed never to see? Maybe you already felt it recently. A strange sensation that something about the world no longer feels completely real. You look at people repeating the same emotional patterns, the same fears, the same reactions, and suddenly it becomes impossible to ignore the invisible machine operating underneath ordinary life. The hologram survives through unconscious attention. It feeds on automatic reactions, emotional impulses, and the constant belief that every problem deserves your fear. But the moment you begin observing instead of reacting, the gears start slipping. And once you notice the mechanism, you can never return to sleep again. Do you know that horrible feeling of being exhausted, trying to forcefully fix your life, only to see the same problem return 3 months later, wearing a different mask?
Yep.
In physics, we call this entanglement with past attractors. But there is a silent mistake that 99% of people make when trying to escape this invisible prison. It is a real danger that locks the matrix door from the outside and drains your vital energy. I'm going to show you the exact mechanism to deactivate this. But first, you need to see what material the walls of this trap are made of. Most people believe they are fighting isolated problems. They think the issue is money, a toxic relationship, anxiety, bad timing, or lack of discipline. But if you observe your life honestly, you start noticing a disturbing pattern. The faces change. The relationship, anxiety, bad timing, or lack of discipline. But if you observe your life honestly, you start noticing a disturbing pattern. The faces change. The cities change. The jobs change. Sometimes even your personality changes. Yet the emotional atmosphere remains almost identical. The same frustration, the same invisible pressure in the chest, the same feeling of running hard while somehow staying in the exact same place. That is not coincidence. The hologram survives through repetition disguised as progress. It keeps presenting the same energetic...
Repetition disguised as progress. That is a motherfucker. Repetition disguised as progress. And the powers that shouldn't be know the three forms of mind control is repetition, trauma, and symbolism. You know, and ooh, man, this is deep. And much love to the goddess Vonta. Thank you for that font, baby. You know I love the font and the bike.
Structure, wrapped in different circumstances, until you finally become conscious of the mechanism itself. And this is where almost everyone gets trapped. They try to solve the reflection without questioning the projector, creating the reflection. Think about how people usually react when life starts collapsing. They tighten control, they consume more information, they create stricter routines, they obsess over fixing every detail. On the surface, this looks intelligent and responsible. But energetically, something very dangerous is happening. Their entire nervous system becomes emotionally fused with the problem.
Yeah.
Attention.
And that's why the nervous system must be cool when you do your visualization and affirmation. You know what I'm saying? Like something crazy happens or something bad happens, whether it's relationship, work related, family related, friend related, you know, and you try to speak the positive affirmation and you try to do the meditation, but your nervous system and your body has completely immersed itself in the situation. The goal is to make sure your body, your nervous system does not have a chemical reaction, because like we feel it all over our body. If you ever felt anxiety before, it's all it's all in the chest and in the throat region and shit. And and like the feeling of depression or how it makes your body feel. It's like the goal is to, whenever you feel anger, anxiety, depression, or maybe just uncomfortable, know how your body reacts. So when you feel that, you could be like, okay, my body is going into an uncomfortable state. Why is my body going to an uncomfortable state? What was said? What was done? Okay, let's acknowledge the situation and let it just flow through me and try not to embody it. Same as anger, same as sadness. Not trying to say it to like get rid of it, because like once it happens, you gotta just let it flow and let it flow through you. Don't let it get into you and like make it embody, like make it embody the shit. It's like, sometimes, like we are still going through this. I'm even going through this. I'm learning to adapt to new situations every day. And especially when it comes to relationships, I'm learning to adapt to a new, like something new, never done it before. So but the goal is to know and have trust, not to be, like insecure, not to be jealous, just understand that your partner is free spirit, independent, lovely, gorgeous, intellectual, and that your partner's mindset is only on you, focused on you, and everything is going to be all right. It just, like in spite what work field the person is in, they could, shit. Some porn stars are married, but you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yo, it's just like it is what it is. If there's love and trust, there should be no jealousy or insecurity. It's just like when the emotion comes, you just got to deal with it and fight it and just have the state of knowing. Like, my girl wouldn't do that, and the girl, she'd be like, my man wouldn't do that type shit. But you never know. But at the same time, you keep yourself in a better state of consciousness, because you don't have to worry about anxiety, like especially when it comes to long distance relationships, like you don't know what the other person is doing. You don't know, you can't see it. So yes, the mind is going to wander. So when the mind wanders, when it begins to wander, when jealousy or insecurity rises up, it must be stopped immediately. Because eventually people tell on themselves, eventually the truth will come out. So there's no reason to hide anything. So just be honest and be yourself. And that's how the relationship stands strong, because we know each other 100% on all levels, mentally, physically, emotionally, and spiritually. you know, whether it's, you know, long distance or close. It's just like we need to control these emotions because this shit can ruin a great future. And and it, like, you know, it makes us better people because we acknowledge the situation and we can analyze it as quick as possible and be able to make a righteous, conscious decision, you know. But we must control it. We must control these emotions. And I'm still going through it, you know. I'm still going through it. And you know, it's a new experience. And I look at it, you know, I look at it as a challenge, you know, to overcome, you know. And I'm not gonna say if, I'm not gonna say I hope. I live in a state of knowing. I know shit is gonna be better. I know shit is gonna be right because me and the partner, we both have heads on our shoulders. Communication is key, you know. So let's just control these emotions.
Hardens around fear like wet cement drying into stone, and the hologram feeds on that contraction. You can see this clearly in everyday life. Someone fears abandonment, so they become hypervigilant in relationships. They overanalyze messages, facial expressions, tone changes. Eventually, the relationship suffocates under tension and collapses. Then they say, "See, people always leave me." Another person fears scarcity, so they obsess over work every waking hour, carrying anxiety into every decision. Opportunities become hard.
And that first one he said about abandonment, that was something I had to deal with. Deal with abandonment all my fucking life, abandonment and neglect. So when I hold on to a relationship, you know, I'm serious about it because I don't want to lose it. I don't want to let it go. Never had a fucking family. So I got to create one on my own. If the foundation is love, let's love each other. And I'm going to love you hard, you know, pause, you know, and I'm going to hold on to you as tight as I can because I don't want to lose you. You know, but hypervigilance, you know, then it becomes a point of, okay, you're too hypervigilant, and it feels suffocating and the relationship ends. But if you pull motherfucking back, it'd be like, all right, it won't be too hypervigilant. Then it comes to a point like, now you don't care about my feelings. I've been there on both ends of the spectrum trying to still find the balance. So then it came to a point, fuck it. I'm in Cougar Town now because at least the cougar understands where I'm coming from, I understand where she's coming from, and there is no motherfucking shit. She already got money. You know, she just looking for a young turn around to fuck. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, during that phase, I'm thinking like, I can't have no life like this. I can't live like this forever. You know, and the only reason why this is going on is because me trying to date other women. It's just so much fucking drama and fucking bullshit. Trying to hold on to something. It's like shit. No, if the chick don't see us together, it's a wrap. This is just a one night stand or a fucking fling or whatever the fuck they call it these days. I'm 38. I don't know what y'all call it now. Entanglement, situationships. I think I'll call it situationship. This is a situation. but it's like I said to myself, I need someone to grow with because all this shit is fucking meaningless, you know. But going back to the abandonment and shit, it's like no one wants to lose anything that they love. That's with everybody. No one wants to lose anything that they love. So they hold on to it as tight as they can. But at the same time, there's a certain balance. You can't be too much or you can't be too less. But either way it go, I've been a good man all my life and I still been fucked over. Cater to the needs, cater to the motherfucking sentiment, cater to the past. Like, look, I understand you've been through some shit. I'm trying to be extra extra fucking sensitive to your emotions and your situation. Try to be the best man, future husband that I could possibly be for you, so we can set a good foundation now and start building. But it's just like it was just like there was a point where I was just tired of just motherfucking just like being good, because all these evil bad motherfuckers can get the girl and have a good fucking life, obviously. But like at the same time, me looking at that deeply, it's like, nah, y'all motherfuckers together, but y'all motherfuckers are totally unhappy. So it's like, what the fuck? Smoke, drink, fuck around, abuse each other mentally, physically, emotionally, spiritually. It's like, yeah, like y'all together because y'all don't want to be alone. Or y'all together because y'all know that y'all burn bridges with everybody else because of who you are, instead of doing the inner work and shadow work to becoming a better person. Now I've been through so much. And this is what creates the gnosis. You got to go through the experience. You got to go through the shit and experience it. Understand every aspect of what's going on. So when you meet someone new, you don't bring the baggage from the old shit, but you learn from the old shit. Everything should be learned. It should be a learning experience. Some people say L, they take it as a loss. I take it as a lesson. You learn something from every relationship, every situation that you go through in life. But that's only if you're looking for a lesson. Otherwise, a motherfucker will take it as a loss, and some motherfuckers will self-delete, aka kill themselves, because of these situations. And abandonment and neglect is like fucking big. Physical abuse, you can heal up from the wounds, but abandonment and neglect, there's no wounds. There's no physical wounds. It's mental wounds. And it shapes who you are in the future. But anyway, let's keep going.
To recognize, because the mind is trapped in survival mode, then reality mirrors the same instability back again. The system is incredibly subtle because it creates the illusion that reaction equals control. But reaction is not.
Let me say this. So, Vanta, I hope I'm on the right path and doing the right thing and making sure you're comfortable in every way, shape, or form. Because at the end of the day, I'm not trying to fuck all this shit up. Like real fucking shit. I'm trying to be honest, true, honest, loyal, reliable, responsible. Everything a good man's supposed to fucking be. But that shit is not liked over here for some reason. So I said at the beginning of this year, I'm not dealing with no women in this country because y'all showed me who y'all was. So I'm not going to diss love, but my love got to be somewhere else. But it's not here in this country. So I hope everything is on point, Vanta. And I'm learning every day. You watch me show mercy to another motherfucker. I'm trying to, be cool, be polite, because at the end of the day, I'm the god of fucking storms. And I defend our love. Like shit. Vanta, you saw me yesterday with Doogie. Talking about he'll pull up. I'm like, yo, I stopped the track. Like, yo, man, Vanta mine, man. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I told you, I was like, if anybody come through with some other shit or some flirting shit, or asking if you're single, or asking for some email or a number and shit, that's when I step in. Because at the end of the day, it's like, come on, dog. But I digress. But it's like people always want what I got, and people don't understand how hard it was to work for what I got. Or if something comes out the heavens like you did, and it comes to me, motherfuckers want that. Oh my God, this is a God's gift to man. Yeah. There was the gift was to me. But like it's crazy. It's crazy. But like at the end of the day, it's like I will defend love. You gotta fight for your love. Some people, don't think that they should, but I think you should fight for your love in every way, shape, or form because you know the energy behind certain words, certain sentences, you know. So, you know, like I told you, I'll call it out if, you know, only if I hear it, but otherwise, I trust you 100%. You feel me? I trust you 100%. But like, you know, when it comes to motherfuckers trying to come at you on some, like I know what that is. I know what that is. So I have to say something because I don't want to be laying back looking at the ceiling talking about I should have said this or I should have said that. I gotta be me. I got to be me. But at the same time, I understand you know, like understand the situation with you. You know what I'm saying? So, but at the same time, I'm still a man. And I gotta protect what I love. I gotta protect what I love. Thank you, Vonta.
Control. Reaction is unconscious participation. That is why so many people feel tired all the time now. Not physically tired, existentially tired.
And like I said, this is my last relationship. I'm not doing nothing else after this. Maybe I am 38. I'm not doing nothing else. This is the grand finale. This is the love. You know what I'm saying? This is the beginning of a new chapter in my life. You know what I'm saying? The best chapter of my life. Real talk, the best chapter. You feel me? Because I went through too much. This is the best chapter of my life. And I thank you, Vonta.
Their minds never stop negotiating with imaginary futures. Their bodies remain flooded with invisible emergency signals from the moment they wake up. Even during moments of rest, the internal noise continues running underneath everything like background machinery. And after enough years living this way, people forget what silence inside themselves even feels like. What makes this even more difficult to detect is that society rewards this state.
Thank you,
Constant
Vonta.
worry is called responsibility. Chronic tension is called ambition. Emotional overreaction is called passion. But beneath all these labels, the same hidden mechanism continues operating.
Hold on, we gotta hear that again. Hold on,
Existentially tired. Their minds never stop negotiating with imaginary futures. Their bodies remain flooded with invisible emergency signals from the moment they wake up. Even during moments of rest, the internal noise continues running underneath everything like background machinery. And after enough years living this way, people forget what silence inside themselves even feels like. What makes this even more difficult to detect is that society rewards this state. Constant worry is called responsibility. Chronic tension is called
constant worry is called responsibility. Crazy.
ambition. Emotional overreaction is called passion.
Emotional overreaction is called passion. Crazy.
But beneath all these labels, the same hidden mechanism continues operating. Attention trapped inside loops of fear-based observation. This is the real prison. Not your job, not your past, not the difficult people around you. The prison is the unconscious agreement you made with the idea that every problem must be fought emotionally in order to survive it. The moment that agreement forms, your perception narrows. And once perception narrows, the hologram becomes denser around you. Possibilities that were always present become psychologically invisible. You stop seeing clearly because fear edits reality before your conscious mind even has time to
Fear edits reality. That's why they moving on our fears. They know what's going on. The powers that shouldn't be know what's going on. Now, I'm glad that we are finally waking up to catch on, but like we already know what's going on. But I'm glad people is waking up, catching on. I'm starting to see it all over social media. Like people are waking up, you know. But we need more. And we need everybody to be bent on revolution. What they're doing right now is waking up and they're protesting. And they're making videos online. But the next step is revolution. And the billionaires, these evil motherfuckers, they know it. That's why I'm catching the HHNs every time they motherfucker talk that scared shit. They scared. Because they know. Because they know.
interpret it. Have you noticed how a single negative event can suddenly color your entire day? One conversation, one bill, one unexpected message. Instantly your body reacts as if reality itself has become hostile.
Yes. And I'm glad I'm finally learning how to get over that. A text message, is like a message or some information. It'll just motherfucking, shit'll have me up for a night or two without sleep. Until and I'm glad you care, and I'm glad that we can't communicate because most motherfuckers don't. They say communication is key, but most motherfuckers don't communicate. And if they do communicate, it's not communicate properly because we got to deal with a person. Now, I'm on relationships now. When you're dealing with a person, your loved one, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, and you understand the emotions. For example, if conversations or a message create an uncomfortable situation, they will be very quick to leave. So to deal with these situations, you create a comfortable environment, one-on-one, where the person doesn't have to worry about being judged for what they said in the message or what they're saying directly to your face. We need to make sure that we are comfortable and have no judgment, no condescending. Say what's on your heart and let's get through this. We can make it. I know we can. And real talk, way before, and I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, way before I was even on a spiritual level, I was always this man. I always cared deeply, loved deeply, went beyond a call of duty to make sure shit got done properly. And my heart is like it's in the right place. I do it with a smile on my face. Not doing it for nothing in return, not doing it for a thank you. I do it because it's fucking right. My heart chakra is open right now, meaning that I am in the presence of love. And I talked about this before about love and the heart chakra. We need to understand love and the heart chakra. This is the love of self. Sometimes people can trigger an activation, but when the activation happens, most people be like, they put it externally on the other person when it's really you. But your perception will be like, this is because of the person, but it's really you. But at the same time, what I think is this: your heart chakra opened because you met a person with their heart chakra open and that shit connected. Because it's an energy thing. This is where we give the we're talking about like love at first sight type shit, and the energy, it's like if you both walking in the presence of love, we're both gonna feel love, and then from that point, then you create, okay, let's do the love for each other, because right now, like, we both love ourselves and our heart chakra is activating to that love. Rather if y'all understand where I'm coming from or not. But like, I'm speaking in energy and I'm trying to make it as clear as possible. I hope y'all understand. I hope y'all understand me. But it's well, Vata, you said facts, so like that means you understand. Thank God. I don't gotta say shit no more. Thank you. Because I'm trying to put it in the simplest way possible for people to understand, because most people don't understand energy, frequency, sound, and vibration. But when it comes to the chakra system, also they don't understand that because it's part of meditation. So it's like, thank you, Vata. Please, thank you so much. Thank you. Let's keep going.
Breathing changes. Your thoughts accelerate. Your focus collapses onto the problem like a camera lens zooming too close to an object. And this is the part nobody tells you. The more emotionally fused you become with the disturbance, the more solid and permanent it appears. Not because the problem is objectively growing, but because your consciousness is feeding it continuity through constant observation and resistance. This is why two people can go through almost identical situations while experiencing completely different realities internally. One spirals into panic and exhaustion. The other remains strangely centered, almost untouched psychologically by the external chaos. The difference is not intelligence, it is not luck, it is the relationship each person has with their own attention. And once you begin seeing this mechanism clearly,
and this is why me and my little brother can't get along. We've been through the same motherfucker shit. I did the calm part. This motherfucker became the street nigga. So it's like he saw shit as the shit in the life being cool. Fuck it. I saw the shit as being fucked up. I'm going to do the opposite of what the fuck we've been. If we've been homeless all our fucking life, damn near, then the goal is to not be homeless when I get older. If you motherfucking smoke, drink, fuck around, and be selfish all of my life, then when I get older, I'm not going to be selfish, stupid, and stubborn like these grown-ups around me. You feel me? Wise man learn from the mistakes of others. I've been seeing this shit since the age of 5. My big cousin Irvin, my auntie Demetria, rest her soul, and my uncle that just passed last year. These 3 people told me this: do not be like your mom. Because at the end of the day, when I woke up at the age of 5, I saw everything around me fucked. But I already gave that testimony plenty of times. Y'all heard it on the Sunday service. But going back to the different perception, my little brother was supposed to roll with me. And the plans that I had to make sure that we actually have a fucking family. I'm not telling you to be like me or become me. I'm saying our goal should be, since we've been fucked up all of our life, let's take care of this side of the fucking family so we can kick back and relax and fucking chill. Because we never had it like that all of our life. Now, we got to be the saviors of our family. So let's do what we got to do so we can kick back and relax. But no, he want to stay out there in the street, smoke, drink, fuck around, be in and out of jail and prison.
Unsettling realization starts emerging. Maybe reality is responding to observation in ways far deeper than we were taught. Maybe matter itself behaves differently, depending on the quality of consciousness interacting with it. Because strangely enough, modern physics stumbled into a discovery that sounds almost impossible at first. An experiment so disturbing that it forced scientists to question whether observation itself could alter physical reality. Science brilliantly proved, through the double-slit experiment, that an electron only solidifies into matter when there is a conscious observer focused on it. In other words, that crushing problem of yours only seems like an impenetrable rock because you are depositing 100% of your emotional tension and attention onto it. The moment you remove your focus, probability becomes just a harmless wave again. The solution seems very simple and brings immediate relief, right? But it is exactly the moment you relax that the system activates its worst mechanism. At first, this sounds almost too abstract to apply to ordinary life. Electrons, probability waves, observation. Most people hear these concepts and place them somewhere far away from their daily struggles. But look carefully at your own experience, and you may notice something unsettling. The things you fear the most seem to become emotionally heavier the more attention you feed into them. A small financial issue becomes catastrophic after 3 nights.
My fear is loss. Losing the person I love. That was my fear. Doing the right thing and still lose. That was the fear. Because that's what I've been through all my life. Being righteous, being honest, being true, being reliable, being responsible, being loyal, and still fucking lose. lace myself up by my bootstraps, work hard, hustle hard, grind hard, and still lose. That was my fear. But most importantly, fear of losing the person I love. Because since I realized I didn't really truly have a family like that, the goal is to create my own. And you got to make sure you pick the right person. You know, a person that vibe on your same frequency. But even then, you know, some people still have the fear of losing because due to how marriage is, a motherfucker could be married for 20, 25 years and a woman could be like, I quit and take the man for everything, or just quit. Don't take nothing, just leave. There was a show called Dear John that used to come on back in the day. She left the man a letter and just dipped, no explanation or nothing. He used to be like, Dear John, Dear John. I was like, what the why'd she leave? He was a good man. He was funny. He was a good man, though. What the fuck? It's like life and people. I understand now. I understand. Some people are not in tune with self. And this is why situations crumble. You could be in tune with yourself all day, but if that other person isn't, it's over. It's over. And in visualization, if the person you with don't see y'all together, it's over. It's a fling or a one night stand or just we flirted and fucked and it's over. It's like what fuck, meaningless shit. I want something tangible, something I can hold on to until I leave this plane of existence. And then we see each other in the plane of existence that we created for ourselves with our own meditation, visualization, affirmation, and tantric practices, because we can do it. I know we can. That's why I love certain Japanese cultures when they be like, I see you in the fucking land of memory or the land of love or whatever the fuck, mythology that they go into, where they with a couple really truly love each other and they create the realm with their mind. They create their astral realm, like when they meet each other in the afterlife. That's some powerful shit. This goes beyond the reincarnation cycle. It goes beyond going to heaven or hell. Love is that powerful. And they say love conquers all. Shit. Yes, it fucking do. It do. But some people don't fucking believe it. They'll say it, but they won't believe it. But love do conquer all. Because you got to see it. You got to feel it. You got to know it. After my apartment building got caught on fire, I knew I was truly a god. I was building up to becoming a powerful god. But after the fire, it let me know that I was already that him. Like I was already him. And thank you again, Vonta, for being a good inspiration, motivation.
Obsessive thinking. A single disagreement in a relationship expands into a complete emotional collapse because the mind keeps replaying it from every angle. Even the body responds this way. The more a person anxiously scans themselves searching for illness, tension, or danger, the more symptoms seem to appear. The hologram becomes denser wherever attention becomes emotionally charged. This does not mean problems are imaginary. It means your mode of observation affects the solidity of the experience. Most people are not simply observing life. They are gripping it psychologically. They stare at situations with fear, anticipation, resistance, and emotional attachment. And the nervous system interprets that focus as a command to amplify importance. The mind then locks onto the disturbance like a magnet. This is why some people unknowingly spend years strengthening the exact reality they desperately want to escape. They wake up already rehearsing their problems internally. Their attention immediately returns to scarcity, conflict, disappointment, uncertainty. Before the day even begins, consciousness is already projecting emotional energy into the same familiar structures. Then they wonder why life feels repetitive. Imagine shining a flashlight in a dark room. Wherever the beam lands becomes the center of your perception. Everything else fades into the background. Human attention works the same way. Else fades into the background. Human attention works the same way. Whatever you repeatedly illuminate with emotional intensity begins dominating your internal world, regardless of its true size. And here is the deeper danger. Most people believe they are observing reality objectively, but they are actually observing through emotional memory. They are not seeing the present moment clearly. They are seeing layered projections from old fears, past wounds, and unconscious expectations. The hologram uses this perfectly because once perception becomes distorted by emotional attachment, the individual starts reacting not to reality itself, but to psychological echoes. This is why
to psychological echoes. For your partner to say something, it's like when it goes back to, that's what my ex used to say. Like, what? Well, I'm not your ex, and I'm actually meaning what I'm saying because I'm actually about to do it right now. Dial the number and be like, I like to make a reservation for the Marriott, or like whatever situation it is. We're responding to echoes. We immediately replace the person that's in front of us with an ex, and you respond the same way you responded to the ex. And that shows no growth. That's why we got to analyze the situation. This is a new person. I just heard something that triggered me, but I'm not going to be triggered. Ooh, that's deep. I heard something that triggered me, but I'm not going to be triggered. I'm going to let this wave of emotion go through me because I know for a fact that this person in front of me don't mean it the way he or she means it. Even when you say explain, but you would just have a smile on your face and be like, you would think to yourself, I heard this before, but this woman is brand new, and what she's saying, she really means it because I see it in her eyes. I feel it in her energy. I feel it when she come towards me and hold me and kiss me or whatever. This is real. And it's real. She created it.
People can hear the same sentence and experience completely different emotional realities. One hears rejection, the other hears simple feedback. One sees disaster, the other sees adjustment. The external...
See? One sees feedback, or sees adjustment. Saying you gotta find that right frequency. Some people be like, like they'll leave some shit and be like, yo, I didn't mean it like that, because the other person felt some type of way. But if they understand that, oh, this is adjustment, be like, oh, I understand where you're coming from now, But otherwise, people move off emotions and they feel the rejection part instead of the adjustment part. This goes back to when I used to rap and we hear about constructive criticism. Now, everything is hating. You can't give a person constructive criticism no more. It's hating now. But no, constructive criticism helps build your character. It was me accepting constructive criticism that made me a better artist. In the beginning, my first constructive criticism was expand your vocab. My second constructive criticism was make some party tracks. You ain't mad all the time. My third constructive criticism, give the fans what they want. I know you're a revolutionary artist, but some of these fans ain't on no revolutionary shit. So make some shit for the hood. Make some shit for the ladies. And the niggas are going to follow the ladies, especially if they love your tracks. If the lady banging that shit, that man is going to motherfucking nod his head too because she nodding hers. And you get older, you find out this was like a Tupac formula. It's like, man, they can do the song for the ladies because the men are going to follow the women. How do you want it? How do you feel? That's what Lil Wayne told Drake. Lil Wayne was like, yo, Drake, you ain't on no gangster shit, bro. Nigga, keep doing songs for the ladies, bro. That's where it's at. Baby, you're my everything. You all I ever wanted. You can do it, baby. You feel me?
Event may be identical, but the observer changes the experience completely. And once you understand this, something profound begins to happen inside you. You realize attention is not passive. Attention is creative. Not in the fantasy sense people often sell online, where positive thinking magically makes life perfect. That is superficial and fragile. Real observation goes deeper. Your attention directs emotional energy, nervous system responses, behavioral choices, and perceptual filtering all at once. Over time, this shapes the reality you experience psychologically and materially, but the hologram has a defense mechanism designed specifically to stop people from discovering this. The moment you stop feeding emotional intensity into a problem, the system reacts. This is the part almost nobody expects. At first, when you pull your attention away from fear, you feel relief. Your mind becomes quieter. Your body softens. Space opens inside you. The problem temporarily loses its psychological weight. For a brief moment, you feel free from the invisible grip that controlled you for so long. And then suddenly, something happens. An unexpected conflict appears. A threatening message arrives. The financial pressure intensifies. Someone provokes you emotionally for no clear reason. It feels almost targeted, as if reality itself noticed your detachment and immediately tried to pull you back into reaction. Most people fail here. They assume the external escalation means their practice is not working. They panic and reconnect emotionally with the chaos stronger than before. Fear floods the nervous system again. Attention collapses back onto the disturbance. And the hologram regains energetic control through emotional reactivity. But what if this escalation is not punishment? What if it is simply the system testing whether your consciousness still belongs to the old pattern? Because the truth is, the moment you stop reacting automatically, you become unpredictable to the structure that once controlled you. And unpredictability destabilizes systems built entirely on unconscious repetition. That is why reality sometimes appears to push harder, exactly when you begin loosening your emotional attachment to fear. The pressure is not random. It is revealing the hidden dependency between your attention and the world you keep solidifying around yourself. The moment you decide to ignore the problem and let go of control, the pressure from your environment escalates aggressively. A giant, unexpected bill arrives. Someone offends you for no reason. A crisis explodes out of nowhere. It feels like your world is ending. But understand this. The universe does not hate you. The hologram has a defense algorithm that intentionally generates this critical chaos just to pull panic and reactivity out of you.
Yeah. My mother brought the enemy to my doorstep. My baby's mother. That got me locked up for no reason. My mother helped her move into my apartment building. When clearly you're supposed to be like, bitch, and literally, yes, I'm saying bitch, you got my son locked up using my granddaughter to do it. Fuck you. If you homeless, you can leave my grandbaby here. And you go off and do whatever the fuck you do. But best believe my granddaughter will be cool. But you got my son locked up. And that was the moment that I knew that my mother really didn't truly love me. You brought the enemy to my doorstep. Then she helped my cousin, the one that stayed with me for 6 months on some mental patient shit. That was the last, like the last request that I did for my uncle was a motherfucker like let him chill here for 6 months. But when she helped him get to my building, he disturbed the building, got into it with the fucking neighbors. Then last but not least, my little brother moves to my building. This motherfucker make the whole building hot. What we mean by hot over here in the States, across the pond, making the block hot, making the building hot means you brought drama, trouble, and the police to the building multiple times. This would be like, shit, I can't fuck with you, nigga. You be making the block hot. It's kind of like some slang shit. It's some slang. But when you make the building hot, make the block hot, and cops everywhere, drug dealers popping up, fiends, crackheads popping up and shit, like, nah, Can't do that. Can't do that. And they all kept knocking on my door. And I'm trying to better myself, do the inner work, do the shadow work. But like this guy just said, once you start unlocking who you are, the system will try to pull your ass back in on some reactionary shit. I went through some shit with my cousin. Almost got locked up. Went through some shit with the baby mom that stayed in the building. Didn't almost get locked up. She motherfucker ruined her own self. It was just that it kept banging on my motherfucking door. You know. And then when it comes to my brother, it's just like I was just tired of seeing police. It's like and a whole bunch of other motherfucking drama. Because if they can't find my brother, they come and knock on my fucking door. Hey, yo, where your brother at? You got some crack? You know, like what the fuck? Oh, yes, this is a very deep mental Monday because it took all my mental strength to, you know, like to actually make it through all the tough shit I've been through. Now that I'm grown, I'm just ready to kick back and relax, Fontaine. I'm ready to kick back, relax, and rest, surrounded by love, peace, and harmony before I start this revolution. Because that needs to be done. Like real talk, Vontae. You can probably hear it in my voice that I'm tired of all this shit.
Here is the true electrical fuel of this simulation. This is the stage where most people unknowingly return to the old prison, not because they are weak, but because the escalation feels deeply personal. It feels targeted, almost intelligent. You finally decide to stop obsessing over a problem, and suddenly life becomes louder than ever. The timing feels too precise to ignore. You try to remain calm, and then someone attacks your character. You decide to trust the process, and then uncertainty appears from every direction at once. The nervous system immediately interprets this as danger, and the body reacts before logic even has a chance to speak. Your heart rate changes, your muscles tighten, your thoughts speed up searching for solutions, explanations, escape routes. The mind becomes desperate to regain control because it believes survival depends on immediate...
And real talk, Vontae, I'm glad my YouTube not fucking up because this is around the time that YouTube be fucking up. So I'm glad everything playing cool.
Reaction. This happens automatically in almost everyone. But very few people stop long enough to ask a deeper question. Why does reality seem to intensify exactly when emotional detachment begins? Because the hologram is built on energetic predictability. As long as your reactions remain unconscious, the system can anticipate you. It knows which fears activate you. It knows what triggers your insecurity, anger, guilt, or emotional dependency. Entire behavioral loops are sustained through automatic reaction patterns. The moment those patterns begin weakening, instability appears inside the structure itself. And instability triggers resistance. Think about how addiction works. When someone tries to break a destructive cycle, the discomfort temporarily increases before freedom arrives. The body craves the old chemistry. The nervous system demands familiar stimulation. In the same way, emotional suffering can become chemically familiar to human consciousness.
Doing good so
People
far.
become attached to stress without realizing it. They identify with struggles so deep.
And that's what's cool about us also. We are in sync on many levels, Vontae. And that, you know, to some people it's scary, but like to me, I find that to be very awesome and phenomenal. Because at any point in time, we could be thinking the same thing and we already know what to do. Rather, if we go to an area, it'd be like, baby, ready to go? Yep. Like, baby, you ready to dip? Yep, let's go. You know, because I mean, you already feel the energy and we'll already have the mentality and to motherfucking observe the situation and see what's going on. And we'd be like, nope, something ain't adding up. Baby, ready to go? Yep, let's go. And baby, we are two in sync. And then, you know, this is amazing to me. I love this shit. Everybody else can hate it. Maybe that's why they're not here, but it's all good. I'm glad it's me and you.
That peace itself starts feeling uncomfortable and unfamiliar. That is why silence can feel terrifying at first. When the inner chaos begins fading, Many people unconsciously recreate conflict because the absence of emotional turbulence feels unnatural to them. The hologram exploits this perfectly. It amplifies external pressure, hoping you will emotionally reconnect with fear and restore the old energetic pattern. And usually it works. A single unexpected event is enough to collapse weeks of inner progress. Someone receives one piece of bad news and immediately spirals back into catastrophic thinking.
That's right,
The external situation may still be manageable, but internally, the person has already surrendered their consciousness back to panic. This is how matter retaliates, not through magic, not through punishment, through psychological amplification. Fear narrows perception so aggressively that the mind loses access to perspective. In that contracted state, every obstacle appears permanent. Every delay feels threatening. Every uncertainty feels fatal. The person stops seeing possibilities because survival mode converts consciousness into tunnel vision, and once fear dominates attention again, the old reality solidifies rapidly. You can even observe this in ordinary conversations. A calm person enters a chaotic environment and initially remains centered. But if enough emotional pressure accumulates around them, eventually they absorb the emotional atmosphere and begin reacting like everyone else.
Yep. So it's like staying in a toxic environment for too long. Like, yes, you can be the light in the hood or the neighborhood, but eventually you stay there long enough around that toxicity, you're going to become the toxic shit. It's like I say, it's like I told my motherfucking brother, and plus this is a saying that goes around since I first heard it. It said, if you hang around 9 no good motherfuckers, you eventually gonna be the 10th no good motherfucker. You know, you hang around 9 thieves, you're gonna be the 10th thief. You hang around 9 bad guys, you're gonna be the 10th bad guy. If you hang around 9, Epstein file motherfuckers, you're gonna be the 10th Epstein file motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? You're judged by the company you keep, and you are the company you keep. So that's why I try to make sure I hang around like-minded people and people with heads on their shoulders. No matter what field of work they in or what they do, online, offline, if you got a head on your shoulders and we can sit back, chit chat, have dialogue, that's good. But yep, makes sense.
Anxiety spreads socially. Panic spreads socially. Emotional states are contagious because human beings constantly synchronize nervous systems with their environments without realizing it. This is why protecting your internal state is not selfish. It is essential, especially during moments when reality appears to be collapsing around you, because what looks like destruction is often exposure. Life is revealing the exact places where fear still controls your perception. Every trigger exposes an attachment. Every emotional overreaction reveals an unconscious dependency on control, validation, certainty, or external stability. The hologram is not only showing you your fears, it is showing you where your identity is still fused with them. And this realization changes everything. Because if the system can provoke you emotionally, then your inner state is still being externally programmed. Your peace still depends on conditions. Your consciousness still moves like a puppet attached to invisible strings.
I recommend Blue Chew Gold.
Your consciousness still moves like a puppet attached to invisible strings. Most people spend their entire lives trapped there. They believe freedom means controlling circumstances perfectly. More money, better relationships, safer outcomes, constant certainty. But reality never stabilizes long enough for that illusion to hold permanently. Life keeps changing forms.
And what's crazy is I usually get upset about the ads. Now I'm just mocking them. It's since a change. It's a change. It's like, fuck it. You can't get through it. I don't got YouTube Premium. Fuck it. Get Blue Chew Gold.
Problems replace old ones endlessly. So eventually a deeper question emerges. What if true freedom is not controlling the storm at all?
Ads.
What if freedom begins the moment you stop emotionally feeding the storm inside yourself? And here, all the superficial spirituality you have ever learned turns to dust. Your whole life, you were told that when everything collapses, you are vibrating low or attracting evil, and that you need to force toxic positive thinking. Forget that.
I forget that.
This sudden destruction causing you so much pain is actually your own consciousness shattering the old mold that became too small for you. Trying to repair the ruins and fight against change is exactly what prevents you from seeing the new world being born.
Woo!
Most people misunderstand collapse because they only judge reality by appearances. If a relationship ends, they assume failure. If a career falls apart, they assume punishment. If uncertainty enters their life, they immediately believe something has gone wrong spiritually. But sometimes the breakdown is not evidence of destruction. Sometimes it is evidence that your consciousness can no longer survive inside a structure built from an outdated version of yourself. The problem is that the human mind is addicted to familiarity. Even painful familiarity feels safer than unknown freedom. So when the hologram begins dissolving old emotional patterns, the personality panics.
That was deep because I thought about my mom. It was like my mom don't want to change for the better. She's so used to the comfortable bullshit. That's what was deep. Some people would rather stay in a toxic environment than change. I watched some people rather choose death over changing their life for the better. And it's sad because my mama is that person. That's the sad part.
It wants to rebuild the same identity as quickly as possible because the old self, even exhausted and unhappy, at least felt predictable. This is why people often run back to toxic relationships, draining environments, or self-destructive habits immediately after moments of awakening. The nervous system confuses familiarity with safety, and society reinforces this fear constantly. People are taught to maintain appearances at all costs, hold everything together, keep functioning, keep producing, keep smiling even when internally collapsing. So when life begins removing false structures, many individuals experience intense shame instead of recognizing the transformation happening beneath the surface. But real change rarely feels elegant in the beginning. A forest fire looks catastrophic while it burns. Yet hidden underneath, old dead matter is clearing space for new life that could never emerge otherwise. Consciousness evolves in a similar way. Sometimes confusion, endings, and emotional exhaustion are not signs you are losing yourself. They are signs that the false identity built around fear is no longer sustainable. And that process can feel terrifying because the personality interprets uncertainty as death. Think about how many people stay trapped in lives that silently suffocate them simply because the discomfort became normalized. They wake up already emotionally tired. They move through routines disconnected from themselves. They tolerate environments that drain their spirit because at least those environments are familiar. Then one unexpected collapse enters their life, and suddenly the entire illusion begins cracking open. A divorce, a health scare, financial instability, betrayal, burnout. Externally, it appears like life is falling apart. Internally, something deeper begins asking impossible questions. Who am I without this identity? Who am I without this constant struggle? Who am I if the role I spent years protecting disappears? This is where the hologram becomes unstable, because the system depends heavily on unconscious identification. It needs you emotionally fused with your labels, your fears, your social mask, your routines. The moment you begin questioning those structures honestly, perception starts loosening from the old programming. But this stage is dangerous because people often misinterpret the emptiness that follows. When old identities collapse, there is usually a temporary psychological void. The familiar emotional noise disappears, but the deeper self has not fully stabilized yet. This space can feel uncomfortable, lonely, even unreal. Many individuals rush to fill that silence immediately because they mistake emptiness for failure. But silence is not failure. Silence is where reality becomes visible without distortion. For the first time, you start noticing how much of your life was built from automatic reactions instead of conscious presence. You see how many decisions were driven by fear of rejection, fear of instability, fear of not being enough. The collapse begins exposing the invisible architecture behind your entire emotional reality. And strangely, beneath the grief and uncertainty, another sensation starts emerging. Relief, not dramatic happiness, not forced positivity, just a quiet relief. A feeling that you no longer have to keep carrying a version of yourself that was slowly crushing your spirit. Something inside you becomes too tired to continue performing, too exhausted to keep controlling every outcome, too aware to return fully to unconscious living. This is the paradox nobody talks about. The breakdown that feels like destruction may actually be the first honest thing that has happened to you in years, because before the collapse you were surviving mechanically, reacting automatically, protecting structures that no longer reflected your deeper consciousness. But now the emotional walls are cracking, and through those cracks, something completely different begins appearing. Not certainty, awareness. And awareness changes your relationship with chaos completely. Instead of trying to immediately repair every broken piece of reality, you begin observing the process itself. You stop asking, how do I force life back into the old shape? And start asking a much more powerful question. What happens if I stop resisting what is trying to leave? Remember that extremely dangerous mistake of trying to fight the system that I warned you about at the beginning? The only way to shut down this cycle of retaliation and suffering is not through fighting, but by reaching the 0 point. When chaos explodes in your life demanding your despair, simply do not react. Breathe. Take a step back inside your own mind and just observe the problem without judging it. The millisecond you enter absolute silence and stop reacting, you unplug the power cable. The problem loses its source of food and collapses on its own. At first, this sounds impossible, because most people have spent their entire lives believing that emotional reaction equals intelligence, protection, or strength. If something threatens you, react immediately. If someone hurts you, defend yourself instantly. If uncertainty appears, mentally attack it before it grows. The nervous system becomes trained to treat every disturbance like an emergency, but the hologram survives through unconscious reaction, not through the event itself. This changes everything once you truly understand it. The external situation may still exist, the bill may still need to be paid, the difficult conversation may still happen, the uncertainty may still be present. Non-reactivity is not denial. It is not pretending life is perfect. It is something much deeper. It is refusing to surrender your internal state to the emotional gravity of the event. That is the 0 point, a place inside yourself where observation becomes stronger than impulse. That is the 0 point, a place inside yourself where observation becomes stronger than impulse. And the strange thing is that most people have already touched this state briefly without realizing it.
Yep.
Sometimes during a crisis, there is a sudden moment where the mind goes completely silent. Time feels slower. Thoughts pause. You stop emotionally fighting reality for a second and simply witness what is happening. In that instant, something remarkable occurs. The suffering decreases immediately, even if the external situation has not changed yet. Why? Because psychological suffering is amplified not only by events, but by resistance to events. The mind continuously argues with reality. This should not be happening. I cannot handle this. What if everything gets worse? That internal friction consumes enormous energy. It turns temporary problems into permanent emotional prisons. The 0 point interrupts that process. You stop feeding mental resistance into the situation, and suddenly, perception becomes clearer. Solutions that were invisible start appearing naturally, because fear is no longer dominating your attention. The body softens, breathing changes. The nervous system exits survival mode long enough for consciousness to function intelligently again. This is why some people seem almost supernatural during moments of chaos. While everyone around them collapses emotionally, they remain calm, grounded, and strangely untouchable internally. It is not because they have easier lives. It is because they discovered something most people never learn. Reaction weakens perception. Silence strengthens it. The hologram cannot fully control a consciousness that refuses automatic emotional engagement. It constantly tries to provoke reaction because reaction creates energetic attachment. The moment you become angry, terrified, desperate, or emotionally obsessive, your awareness contracts again into the old pattern. But when you remain present without collapsing internally, the structure loses its psychological grip on you. And this does not only affect your inner experience, it changes your external behavior in subtle but powerful ways. You stop making impulsive decisions driven by panic. You stop saying things you later regret just to discharge emotional tension. You stop chasing people who already revealed their intentions clearly. You stop creating additional suffering through unconscious attempts to regain control. Instead, something quieter begins emerging. Discernment. You start seeing situations as they are instead of through emotional distortion. Some problems dissolve naturally once you stop emotionally feeding them. Others reveal solutions that were impossible to notice while your mind was in survival mode. And In some situations, simply exposed truths you were avoiding because reaction kept your attention trapped in emotional noise. This is why non-reactivity is not weakness, it is clarity. But there is an important detail most people miss when they first attempt this practice. The ego often tries turning non-reactivity into another form of control. People suppress emotions, pretend to be detached, or force artificial calmness while internally boiling with tension. That is not the 0 point, that is emotional camouflage. Real non-reactivity is honest. You still feel sensations. You still notice fear, anger, sadness, uncertainty. But instead of becoming possessed by those states, you observe them passing through your awareness like weather moving across the sky. The emotion no longer becomes your identity, and this creates a profound separation inside consciousness. For the first time, you begin realizing there may be two layers operating within you. One layer reacts, fears, panics, and tries desperately to control reality. The other simply watches, silent, untouched, aware of the entire process without becoming trapped inside it. And once that realization begins stabilizing, a question quietly emerges that changes your relationship with reality forever. If you can observe the frightened mind itself, then who is the one doing the observing? By remaining in this untouchable state of neutral observation, you experience a mental click that tears through the veil of reality. The one who notices this is no longer inside the hologram. The one who notices this game is no longer trapped inside the illusion. Think with me. If you can observe your own panicking mind, then you are not the mind. Is no longer trapped inside the illusion. Think with me. If you can observe your own panicking mind, then you are not the mind. You are the silent witness perceiving everything. The movie on the cinema screen may show a massive fire, but you sitting in the chair know the projected flames cannot burn the observer. This realization sounds simple at first, but when it truly lands inside your consciousness, it changes the structure of your entire inner world. Because for most of your life, you probably believed you were your thoughts. If anxiety appeared, you became anxious. If anger appeared, you became anger. If fear entered your mind, your entire reality immediately reorganized itself around that fear as if it were absolute truth. There was no distance between awareness and reaction. Everything felt personal. Everything felt final. But the moment you begin observing the mind instead of automatically merging with it, a crack opens in the illusion. You start noticing something deeply unsettling and strangely liberating at the same time. Thoughts are constantly moving, constantly changing, constantly contradicting themselves. Emotions rise and disappear. Panic comes in waves. Fear intensifies and then fades. Yet something inside you remains present through all of it. Something notices the entire process, and that silent noticing has no panic inside it. The hologram depends on identification. It needs you completely fused with the mental character you have been playing for years. Your fears, your labels, your history, your emotional patterns. The more identified you are with the character, the easier it becomes for external circumstances to control your internal state. But once awareness separates from the character, the system starts losing access to you psychologically. This is why certain situations that once destroyed your peace suddenly begin losing power. The external event may still happen, but it no longer fully enters your center. You observe the emotional reaction beginning inside the body, but another part of you remains still, watching quietly without collapsing into it. And this creates a kind of internal freedom that cannot be explained intellectually. Imagine sitting beside a river instead of being dragged by the current. The water still moves. The waves still exist. But now you are no longer drowning inside every passing emotion. You are witnessing movement instead of becoming movement. Those people never experience this consciously because they spend their entire lives trapped in mental narration. The mind comments on everything non-stop. It predicts disaster, replays old memories, judges situations, compares realities, creates imaginary futures. And because this voice has been present for so long, people assume it is their true identity. But have you noticed something strange? The voice itself is being heard, which means there must be something deeper than the voice. This realization is where the illusion begins collapsing from the inside. Because if you are aware of the thought, then awareness exists before the thought. If you can observe fear appearing, then fear cannot be the deepest layer of who you are. The observer remains present, even while the mind changes emotional states endlessly. And suddenly, many of your old struggles begin looking different. You realize how much suffering came from protecting psychological identities that were never stable to begin with.
Right.
The anxious self, the rejected self, the successful self, the wounded self, the person constantly trying to control how others perceive them.
Heat over here.
These identities shift continuously depending on circumstances, yet awareness itself remains unchanged beneath all of them. This is why true inner peace does not come from perfect conditions. It comes from recognizing the difference between the screen and the watcher of the screen. The hologram can manipulate manipulate images. It can generate emotional storms, uncertainty, temptation, conflict, loss, and pressure.
Yep.
But once consciousness recognizes itself as the observer instead of the projection, the emotional hooks begin weakening dramatically. And people around you notice this before you even explain it. You stop reacting the same way. Situations that once triggered instant emotional collapse no longer penetrate as deeply. Arguments lose their addictive pull. Validation becomes less necessary. Even silence feels different now, almost alive instead of empty. At first, this can feel isolating because much of society operates entirely through unconscious emotional identification. People expect predictable reactions. They expect defensiveness, fear, outrage, emotional dependency. When those patterns disappear, others sometimes feel uncomfortable around you because your calmness silently exposes their own internal turbulence. But this is not emotional numbness.
Yep. And the motherfucker look at me and be like, damn, like Hurricane, you ain't mad at that? It's like, nah, dog, it is what it is. I used to get that shit at work all the time. They trying to get a reaction out of me. I'm like, damn, man, that's fucked up. Dude, you ain't mad? Like, no, don't got nothing to do with me. And then I go into like a psychological breakdown and fuck their head up. And I walk away and go back to my post.
Still care. You still feel deeply. In many ways, you feel life more honestly than before because perception is no longer distorted by constant psychological noise. The difference is that emotions move through you instead of imprisoning you. And as this awareness stabilizes, another strange shift begins happening naturally. You stop trying so hard to control reality externally because you realize the deepest transformation was never outside you in the first place. It was the discovery that the observer itself remains untouched, even while the entire world appears to move through cycles of chaos and change. The first great sign that you have assumed the posture of the observer is not money falling from the ceiling, but rather a lucid coldness and an almost absurd peace in the middle of the worst storm. Gossip no longer affects you, and environments filled with drama begin naturally ejecting you. People may even think you have gone crazy because of how calm you remain during a collapse, but that is because they are still fighting the monster in the mirror while you realized it is only reflective glass. One of the biggest misunderstandings about awakening is the belief that it always feels euphoric, mystical, or emotionally intense. In reality, genuine disconnection from the hologram often feels surprisingly ordinary at first.
Yep.
Quiet, clear, almost emotionally neutral. The chaos around you may continue, but your internal relationship with it changes so deeply that even your body starts responding differently. The nervous system begins slowing down. You notice you are no longer carrying the same constant tension in your shoulders, jaw, or stomach. Situations that once drained you for days now pass through your awareness without leaving deep psychological residue. You stop replaying conversations endlessly in your head. The urge to defend yourself weakens. Even silence starts feeling comfortable instead of threatening. And this can feel strange in the beginning because many people unconsciously measure aliveness through emotional intensity. They are so used to stress, urgency, and mental noise that peace initially feels empty to them. Some even mistake calmness for emotional numbness because they have never experienced a regulated inner state before. But this is not numbness. It is coherence. Your mind and body stop fighting reality every second. The most interesting part is that this shift becomes physically visible long before external circumstances fully change. People often expect transformation to appear first through money, relationships, or dramatic opportunities. But the first evidence usually appears in your energy. Your reactions become slower and more conscious. Your breathing changes. Your face softens. Sleep sometimes improves naturally because the mind is no longer consuming itself through endless internal conflict. Even your voice can change. There is less urgency hidden inside it, and others feel this immediately even if they cannot explain why. Some people become strangely drawn to your presence because your nervous system no longer radiates unconscious panic. Others become irritated by your calmness because it disrupts the emotional patterns they are accustomed to feeding on. This is why environments built on gossip, manipulation, emotional chaos, or constant conflict often begin rejecting you automatically, not because you are superior, but because you are no longer energetically participating in the same game. The hologram depends heavily on emotional synchronization.
Shouts out to Stephen
Entire
Carroll.
social groups unconsciously bond through shared outrage, fear, complaint, competition, or drama. When someone stops reacting automatically, they interrupt the emotional rhythm of the environment itself, and people notice. You may find yourself losing interest in conversations that once consumed hours of your attention. Arguments start feeling exhausting instead of stimulating. The need to constantly explain yourself weakens. Even digital noise begins affecting you differently. Endless scrolling, emotional headlines, manufactured outrage. You start feeling how aggressively these things pull consciousness away from presence. Your body becomes more sensitive to distortion. This is another sign many people misunderstand. As awareness grows, tolerance for artificial emotional stimulation decreases. Crowded environments may suddenly feel overwhelming. Certain relationships start feeling physically heavy. You walk into a room and immediately sense tension without anyone speaking a word. It is not paranoia, it is heightened perception. Once internal noise decreases, external noise becomes easier to detect. And yet, at the same time, something paradoxical happens. You become less fragile emotionally. Before, a small criticism could ruin your entire day because your identity was tightly attached to external validation. Now emotions still arise, but they move through you faster. You recover more quickly because consciousness no longer fully identifies with every mental reaction. This creates an almost surreal kind of stability during difficult moments. While others panic, you remain observant. While others rush impulsively into emotional reaction, you pause naturally. While others become consumed by the storm, part of you remains seated outside the turbulence, quietly watching. And this changes your perception of suffering completely. You begin realizing how much pain in human life comes not from events themselves, but from unconscious resistance to events.
Salute.
The body reflects this shift immediately. Less tension, less compulsive thinking, less emotional exhaustion after ordinary interactions. It feels as if enormous amounts of hidden energy were previously trapped, maintaining psychological conflict non-stop. Now that energy becomes available again, not as explosive motivation, as presence. And from this state, reality itself begins responding differently around you. Not because you are forcing outcomes through control, but because your relationship with attention, emotion, and identity has fundamentally changed. The observer is no longer trapped inside every passing disturbance, and once that separation becomes stable, something extraordinary starts happening quietly beneath the surface. Life begins reorganizing itself around your non-reactive state instead of your fear. Whoever masters the silence of non-reaction does not need to abandon civilization or live in the mountains. You return to your office, your family, and deal with your finances, but none of it has gravitational power over your peace anymore. You begin bending timelines, attracting unexpected solutions and incredible synchronicities without shedding a single drop of effort-filled sweat. Because now you are no longer the character trying to break the screen from inside the game. You have definitively taken the seat of the projector. This is where people outside this experience often become confused. From the outside, your life may not appear dramatically different at first. You still wake up, answer messages, solve practical problems, pay bills, interact with difficult personalities, and move through ordinary routines. But internally, the entire architecture of perception has shifted. You are no longer emotionally chained to every movement of the external world, and that changes the way reality responds to you. Not through magic tricks or fantasy manifestations, but through coherence. Most human beings live in a constant state of energetic contradiction. One part of them wants peace, while another part remains addicted to emotional chaos. One part desires abundance, while another part deeply fears change and uncertainty. Thoughts pull in different directions all day long, creating internal noise that fragments attention and weakens perception. The hologram thrives in that fragmentation. But when observation becomes stable, something rare happens. Your energy stops leaking into unnecessary reaction. Mental static decreases.
I might be reading that wrong, Live and Learn.
Attention becomes cleaner, more intentional, more precise. And suddenly, life begins
I think I might be reading
that
it
were
wrong.
always present, but previously invisible beneath psychological noise. You start noticing strange timing.
Type that
The right
again.
conversation happens naturally. A solution appears after you stopped obsessing over the problem. Someone unexpectedly offers help at the exact moment you needed it. Opportunities emerge from places your anxious mind could never have predicted. It feels almost as if reality reorganizes itself around your state of consciousness, and in a way, it does. Because perception determines interaction. When fear dominates awareness, you move through life defensively. Your decisions become smaller. Your attention narrows. You unconsciously avoid possibilities because the nervous system prioritizes psychological survival over expansion. But when non-reactive awareness stabilizes, perception widens again. You notice patterns, openings, and subtle signals that anxiety previously concealed from you. This is why calm people often appear lucky. Their nervous systems are no longer blocking reality through constant resistance. And there is another shift that becomes impossible to ignore. You stop forcing everything. Most people are exhausting themselves trying to dominate life through pressure. They chase outcomes desperately, over-explain themselves, manipulate situations, seek constant reassurance, and mentally rehearse every possible disaster.
What's lewd for?
Even their goals
Somebody
are driven more
Google
by
it.
fear than clarity. But once you step outside the emotional gravity of the hologram, action becomes different. You still move, you still make decisions, you still build, create, speak, and participate in the world. But the desperate emotional attachment disappears. And strangely, this often makes your actions more effective than before, because clarity replaces compulsion. You begin responding to situations instead of reacting blindly to them. Conversations become simpler because you are no longer trying to control how others perceive you. Decisions become cleaner because fear is no longer distorting every possibility. Even setbacks lose much of their psychological violence because your identity is no longer fused with temporary outcomes. This creates a kind of
I never heard of them.
that people feel immediately, not domination, stability. And stability changes environments. Have you ever noticed how one deeply calm person can completely shift the emotional atmosphere of a room?
Yeah, one calm person can shift the whole atmosphere of the room. Yes, I've seen that happen. But I never heard of Lil Fo from Detroit because, like, here's why I haven't heard of him from Detroit. Because everybody and they motherfucking mama want a goddamn rap. Most of them can't rap. And Lil Fo, it sounds like some shit that'll definitely slide under the radar. I never heard that name before. And I've been on all sides of town. But the thing about it is I haven't been in tune on the Detroit street rap scene. I don't know if that's a Detroit street rapper or Detroit hip hop. I'm up on a little bit of Detroit hip hop, but like the Detroit street rap, I'm not really up on at all. That's some HHN material for you. Yeah, you're right. Guess I gotta check it out. But I haven't heard of them. But it'll be something to look into. It'll probably be some HHN special stories. I'll probably make it an HHN special story. Yeah, but they say he is crazy because he is exposed to the industry. I think it's a crazy story. He from Chicago. My bad. Oh, he ain't from Detroit? Oh, well, it's not HHN worthy then. But much love to Chicago, though. Gangster City all day. It is 1 o'clock in Chicago right now, 2 o'clock in Detroit, 7 o'clock in the UK, 8 o'clock in the Netherlands, 11 o'clock in California, 2 o'clock in Jersey, 2 o'clock in Georgia. Shouts out to everybody in your respective time zones. Yep. Yeah, like I said, it was 7 p.m. over there. Yeah. Or 7? I thought it was 6. Yeah, 7, right? Did I say 7? Did I say 7 or 6? I'm high. Want to get high? Better bring a towel. I know it's hot over there in the UK. But by being 7 o'clock, oh, all right. I said 7. Okay, cool. All right. I thought I was tripping. I know I'm high. I'm trying to have this shit on memory, baby. I'm trying to have it on memory. It's a fucking 11-hour flight to come see you, baby. I'm trying to make sure my time is right. That shit is 11-hour flight. Jesus. I'm watching all your videos. 11-hour flight. All your videos is 2 hours. That's 6 videos, Vonta. I'm watching 6 videos. By the time I'm done on that 6th video, I'll be in the UK, baby.
Silence interrupts collective panic. Their silence slows impulsive reactions. Their grounded energy subtly affects everyone around them. Human consciousness is constantly influencing itself through invisible emotional synchronization. Most people transmit chaos unconsciously. The observer transmits coherence. That coherence begins affecting practical life in ways that seem almost unbelievable until you experience them personally. Conflicts resolve faster.
11-hour flight.
Intuitive insights become sharper. Relationships reorganize naturally. Certain people drift away, while others suddenly enter your life with surprising alignment. You stop clinging to expire.
You entered my life with surprising alignment, Vonta. You was like, I was sent here by Wraith. I was like, oh shit, shouts out to Wraith. Thank you. I watched every one of your videos. Came to the chat like, what's good, baby? I'm dodging cameras. And then, you know, connection.
Structures, and because of that, reality no longer needs to tear them away violently. The projector has changed, so the image changes too. And perhaps the most liberating part of all this is realizing that peace no longer depends on perfect circumstances. You can stand inside uncertainty without psychologically collapsing. You can witness external instability without absorbing it as identity. You can participate fully in life without becoming imprisoned by it emotionally. That is real freedom, not escaping the world. Seeing through it clearly enough that the world no longer controls the deepest part of your consciousness. And once this becomes your natural state, fear itself begins losing its authority over you. Not because challenges disappear forever, but because you finally understand something the hologram tried to keep hidden your entire life. The observer was never trapped inside the illusion to begin with. You spent years exhausted because you deeply believed the shadow projected on the wall was solid. All that immense weight on your shoulders was only the hologram draining your light while you reacted to it. The next time fear knocks on your door, trying to dominate your mind, give a subtle smile. They are only interacting with the matrix codes, but you have awakened. Remain seated in the unshakable position of the observer, and the material universe will have no other option but to bend to your new frequency. From now on, notice the moments when life tries pulling you back into panic, urgency, and emotional chaos. That is the test. Not to see if you are perfect, but to see if you still believe the illusion deserves ownership over your peace. The observer inside you was always there, silently watching behind every thought, every fear, every storm. If this message reached you deeply, write this in the comments. I am no longer inside the hologram. And if you want to continue exploring
I am no longer inside the hologram. And that's the end of that video. Now we're going to play some tracks that we're going to get up out of here. You already know what it is. But you said that'd be a good HHN, so I need to look up Lude Foe and see what's popping. That'd be a HHN special stories. So I'll probably look it up after this and probably do a quick HHN special stories. We'll see what happens. But I am so surprised that my YouTube is not fucking up right now. It's still fuck YouTube, but still though. We got a good day, Vonto. We got a good motherfucking day. Let's play some tracks, baby. All right. That's what's up. I'll be on the lookout for it, baby.
Ancestors. With this time Mohawk, you get your head severed.
Shit, baby. Upload a video of that new track I just did, too. I know you was thinking about it. When you gonna make that second channel? For the video vixens, or we just, you know, I don't know. Oh no, I'm just still thinking about it. But yeah, that's not from the beginning. Yeah, but I'll be ready. The strike should be up now. Okay, that's what's up. I'm still waiting for my review for my third channel. I guess I gotta make a motherfucking man. I do not want to make another type of different account. And plus, I don't even know why they did that shit to me. They fucking wildin'.
Hurricane 313.
Can't wait till the new video, Vonto.
This a breath of the ancestors. With this time Mohawk, you get your head severed. Creep up in the building, get the fair records. My Beretta was gold plated with the suppressor. For the pressure of heavy rates, nothing lesser. I'm the god of storms, I control the weather. So clever, you fools should know better. When I come through, better run to the storm shelter. Flow better, hip hop. hip-hop is forever. We take the government down, we write no letters. Take hold of the crime, we make the throne better. I turn this whole world into a Coachella. Pick up the back of a pistol, pop you like pimple simple. People pack the pistols, the population of evil tremble. I resemble the revolution, no ancient temples. Haters better watch your tone, or they get dismembered. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. Cracking bottles overhead to make them wobble. Don't like the TV show, nigga, just change the channel. Genocidal, these lyrics might hold the title. Carry Bibles, my goons, they carry rifle. Very tribal, sometimes we very primal. 8 on 15, I'm killing every rival. They say it's mediocre, cut you up into pieces and leave your body parts inside your easy sofa. Being a soldier, you see my soldiers, they creeping over. Parkour type shit, you see us sleeping over. Jackie Chan, you understand, you catching hands. Kick your ass through the van, I think he dead, man. Fuck a fizzle, the fragile fickle. Feel like I got a blast at the government quicker than anybody, nigga. Split your body apart and throw you in the river. This the revolution, you gotta deal with us. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors.
I still see that video on my mind, Vontae. That video was cinematic, baby. I love that video.
Better watch your tone or get your head severed.
Beautiful.
This the breath of the ancestors.
That redhead got it. Look at my baby Vontae.
This the breath of the ancestors.
Doing everything.
Watch your tone or get your head severed. This the breath of the ancestors. Better watch your tone or get your head severed.
You already know. Hey, yo, Vontae, you can finally throw it in the chat now. Throw it in the chat, baby. Make it so.
Road One Production.
Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this fatty. It's so good, big old ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this fatty. It's so good, big old ass,
That's right, baby.
Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this fatty. It's so good, big old ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this fatty. It's so good, big old ass, call me daddy. To the limit, limitless addiction. Pussy, money, weed, baby girl, I gotta get it all up in it. Give this bitch the business. Business booming good, stock prices never slipping. I've been smoking heavy, chillin' in the Chevy. Hanging with this chick, she a cool, hot and ready for whatever. She down for whatever. This fucking weed till it's on another level. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this fatty. Smoking so good, bigger ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this fatty. Smoking so good, bigger ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this fatty. Smoking so good, bigger ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty,
Bank holiday.
Smoking so good, bigger ass, call me daddy. This time I'm living, chillin' with these women. That we sippin', got the club jumping, bitches. Now I'm talking to this daddy, giving her the addict. Pulled up to my crib in the cranberry caddy. Got him feeling naughty. Time to have a party. Smoking weed, now she run my dick like a hardy. Blasting all up in it. Take her out to dinner. After that, we smoke a bunch of weed by the river. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this daddy. Smoking so good, big the ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this daddy. Smoking so good, big the ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this daddy. Smoking so good, big the ass, call me daddy. Smoking on the fatty, chillin' with this daddy. Fucking so good, big the ass, call me daddy.
Yeah, it's just a bank holiday for the whole country, I think. You know, like nobody worked. She was at the bank. That'd have been awesome. Because she's a boss lady. What they call bank holidays. She got another type of job. So shouts out to everybody. Hope everybody feeling good on this bank holiday or Memorial Day. To me, I'm calling this me and Vonta Day. Feeling good.
Smoking weed, feeling good. CB mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CB mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CB mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. CB mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good. Feeling so fucking good. Smoking on this fucking lead. Smoking on the green, looking clean, riding through the scene, feeling like a king. Pop a bean with a bad bitch. I can get between, make a spleen, bosses on my dick. Like a trampoline, hit the scene, send it to the things. Gotta make the green, I'm a hustler. And I got some $1 billion dreams. It's a scene with the Cali chick, chilling on the beach, cover cheeks, every fucking week. That's my cup of tea. I'm a G till I D.I.E. Show you I'm a beast, haters weak. You will cease to be if you fuck with me. Got the keys over overseas. Feed up with my queen. She's my pocket goddess. Yeah, you fucking know what I mean. Paper schemes all up in the throat. While I'm smoking weed, I believe I'm the only one that you gonna need. Feeling good, baby, listen, D. Got me feeling free. Baby, rolling up the street. Baby, come and roll with me. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick,
Salute Branches, what up, though?
good, smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good, feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good, feeling so fucking good. Smoking weed, feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good, feeling so fucking good. What's the flow? Fuck it though. Used to give a fuck before. I don't give a fuck no more. Time for me to smoke some more. Walking with the baddest hoe. You know how it fucking goes. Stunting on them fucking hoes. Baby girl, I love control. Now we get on the boat. Everybody gonna flow. Drinking liquor, smoking dope. Girls twerking on the floor. Rolling up another one. Lean in my double cup. Club banging number one. Roll up another one. We feeling good. See me mobbing through the hood. Grab a chick, fucking good.
All I see is Marie Rose. Marie Rose, Vonta.
Grab a chick, fucking good, feeling so fucking good.
Marie Rose. You already know. New exclusive.
Yeah,
Hurry get it.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
Put on the block, pop a cop with the Glock, y'all shoot her real quick. But the bullets in the body so fast, I don't think they ready for the quickness. Tearing off ligaments, Mortal Kombat style, fatalities are relentless. My killer instinct like Batman, beat your ass with a vengeance. Y'all go in the church, bow down to your God, I see the repentance. But now I got a storm, bring destruction in the game, I'm getting lit. Better bring your lesson, this is her again, and ain't nobody ready when I rip this. Gotta go to war against the government, shoot it with an automatic real quick. The winner killers all we gotta fight back, y'all know it's some real shit. You see what we can damage ain't shit, so you know we about to grab the gun and smoke 'em. Bill Gates, smoke 'em. Dr. Fauci, smoke 'em. Black Watch, smoke 'em. Put 'em in a pack, nigga. The winner killers all we gotta fight back, y'all know it's some real shit. You see what we can damage ain't shit, so you know we about to grab the gun and smoke 'em. Kevin O'Leary, smoke 'em. Klaus Schwab, smoke 'em. Larry Ellis, smoke 'em. Put 'em in a pack, nigga. Sorry, clips, I caused this shit with a storm that I built in. Fiery rain, you know this wind is gonna be piercing. Flipping up the bodies in your air, make your ass hit a plane when they fly by. I'm a devastating storm, I change this world and rewrite the timeline. Every enemy die. Hit a motherfucker with a chrome 4-5. Shoot you in the face and you don't go fly. Through your body when the traffic when the cars go by. They all gon' die for the government and all they lies. I saw they guys kill the government and all they spies. They're gonna kill us all, we gotta fight back. Y'all know it's some real shit. These little billionaires ain't shit, so you know me but they grab the gun and smoke 'em. Elon Musk, smoke 'em. Vanguard, smoke 'em. Palantir, smoke 'em. Put 'em in a pack, nigga. They're gonna kill us all, we gotta fight back. Y'all know it's some real shit. These little billionaires ain't shit, so you know me but they grab the gun and smoke 'em. Bill Gates, smoke 'em. Dr. Fauci, smoke 'em. Black Rock, smoke 'em. Put 'em in a pack, nigga. They wanna kill us all, we gotta fight back. Y'all know it's some real shit. These little billionaires ain't shit, so you know we about to grab the gun and smoke 'em. Kevin O'Leary, smoke 'em. Klaus Schwab, smoke 'em. Larry Ellison, smoke 'em. Put 'em in a pack, nigga. They wanna kill us all, we gotta fight back. Y'all know it's some real shit. These little billionaires ain't shit, so you know we about to grab the gun and smoke 'em. Elon Musk, smoke 'em. Vanguard, smoke 'em. Palantir, smoke 'em. Put 'em in a pack, nigga.
You know we gotta play this, sponsor. You know we gotta play it.
Revolution never ride for life. 5 lives and homicide. All you haters ain't shit. Proud of storms. Proud of storms. Proud of storms. Proud of storms. Proud of storms.
Y'all be on the lookout for my Goddess Sponsors video. Y'all better get hip to my Goddess Sponsors. Y'all better get hip to Hurricane and the In the Groove Club mix, Six Wave style. What's right, my Goddess Sponsors?
Riding out in this bitch. All you haters ain't shit. Fast lyrics, slow lyrics. These bullets don't miss. Y'all worry about vibes. I worry about rhymes. So I gotta go around and tone it down. I think I'm losing my mind. Talk about the gold man. Say it motherfucker 1,000 times. When I see it with 1,000 eyes, get prophesized. That I'm organizing revolution, never ride for life. 5 violent homicide. Every people been the feeling gonna motherfucker die. Y'all think I'm about mine. I'm the guy that storms. I do the shit all the time. I'm the motherfucking guy that storms. Bow down to the guy that storms. Bow down to the. Bow down to the. Bow down to the God of storms. Bow down to the God of storms.
Bow down to the God. Y'all better be on the lookout for my Goddess Sponsor video, y'all. Shouts out to In the Groove. Shouts out to yours truly, Hurricane. This is Mental Monday, y'all. And shouts out to Eyes Wide Shut for his video. This is a jam, y'all. Revolutionary Club mix. I like that. Got y'all ladies gigging to the revolution. The revolution would not be televised. This is Mental Monday.
Bow down to the God of storms, to the devastation. Trying to go fast, but broke the brakes. Going at the pace you would never trace. Head to the impact, you would never brace. Better maintain from the pace, okay? Come back 8K, but it's late today. Revolution different things that I paved the way. So remember stuff too, it's raid the way. See today, rest the case. You gotta get a little bit of a delay. I'm feeling like a hit the play. What can do with that fear? Go get a slip today. Still revolution is the way. But niggas are scared. Grab your gun, I'll get it prepared. All you haters, you better beware. Get prepared for the storm right here. I'm the God of storms. Bow down to the God of storms.
I can rip this on the club shit. Y'all ready?
Bow down to the God of storms. Bow down to the God of storms.
Bow down to the God of storms.
Bow down to the God of storms. Bow down to the God of storms. Bow down to the. Bow down to the. Bow down to the. All praise to the God of storms. Bow down to the. Bow down to the. Bow down to the.
Mental Monday.
I'm gonna spark up the frankincense. We give a this bitch no frankincense. sense. Revolutionary up the day commence. The weed going on, I've been for the baby stage. They got many guns cause I paid for clips. They watching everything on some major shit. They poison water, poison food, chemtrails in the air, they spraying shit. CDC, they make the city. Black rock Pelletier, they take the shit. Tell us in the middle beats to the day the bitch. So they great hurricanes, take a state to miss. Tell them rise up, they're raised to fist. Who gonna live with you? Let's take the trip. See the other government that make the flip. Try to flip the world with amazing hits. God storms, bow down to them. Bow down to them. Bow down to them. Bow down to the God storm. Bow down to the God storm. Bow down to the God storm. Bow down to the
little Philly OG.
Bow down to the God storm. Bow down to the God storm. Bow down to the God storm.
Philly OG in the building. What's good? What's good?
Bow down to the God storm. 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 Bow down to the God storm.
Shouts out to In The Groove for making my verse a club mix. This is fire.
Bow down to the God storm. 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 Bow down to the God storm.
Shouts out to In The Groove for that shit.
Bow down to the God storm.
For making that shit a cold ass mix. And shouts out to Live and Learn
Style master, slow it down, got
for doing this.
Style master, slow it down, got the fast. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. The bad, the little bunker business where I cash you. Style master, slow it down, got the fast.
Turn my shit to a club mix.
Style master, slow it down, got the fast. The bad, the little bunker business where I cash you. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. The bad, the little bunker business where I cash you. Style master, ripping these damn bastards. Blast faster, quicker than scale casters. Magic flows, I cast your soul to the fire ring abyss, then your bitch explode. Who became good for these tragic flows? I don't know, man. I'm just trying to smash some hoes. What's the beef with the government? I have to know. I don't know, but the evil bitches have to go. Let's go, Detroit flow, street so cold. Get stomped in the club cause the beat so cold. Quid pro quo, hit you with the hypno flow. Pop the clip in the blade, bullets rip your soul. Tic-tac-toe, free but connect that flow. 34 rounds, really fucking rest that bro. Check that flow, fuck that, wreck that hoe. Government try to kill us, can't let that go. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. The bad, the little bunker business where I cash you. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. Style master, slow it down, got the fast. Style master, slow when I got the fast, the bad, the little bunker business where I cash you. Straight blaster, I am the style master. Rip slow, but they want me to go faster. Not yet, I'm taking your profit. Hacking everything and leaving the hot jet. World leaders getting killed with the heater. Blood on my shoes, I just bought these Adidas. Call my mama Sita, tell her to bring me some sneakers. And the gun I left by the speaker. Yes, I'm a drinker. See my girl, hey, mama Mia. We bout to snipe fans from a Kia. Yeah, I never leave her. The cute assassin chick like Nikita. They kill together, that's why I keep her. Smoking on the keeper. She's like the sleeper. Fucking give a dance in the morning to the reaper. Drinking on the leader. Yeah, I'm diving deeper. In the bad chick while we blowing up Geneva. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little bunker business where I cash you. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. Style master, slow and I got the fast. The bad, the little bunker business where I cash you. Hurricane, the style master.
Phenom Rogue One Productions.
I got the weapon that take your head off and make you do backflips. A particle weapon, as soon as it hit you, it turn you to blacklist. Keep you so hard, you go through a building, you see the reactions. The building is falling, you should have been running, and now you are flattened. Look at the news, see all the people in government panic. You should have get back to the people where it took care of the planet.
That's
Now
right.
I am awakened, I'm using my power, I'm doing some damage. Live up a continent, sink that bitch, just like Atlantis. God of the wind and the storm and the fire, the God of the Mayans. Primordial you entity, destroy the enemy, energy rising. Haters ain't ready, I'm daily, I'm so chaotic and violent. Call out the enemy in the facility, they will be dying. Government tripping, the people don't listen to what I be saying. Smoking and drinking and fucking around, you niggas is playing. Now I have arrived, tell the government they gonna die. Now I have arrived, tell the parliament they gonna die. Grab my weapon, I'm going to war, I'm ready to settle this. Using the physical, using the mental and spiritual elements. The fellas return, guess what bitch, I am the revenant. And I'm a guy, you are a human, there's no comparison. Destruction incarnate, you better get ready, cause I'm on the offense. Created dimension and sit on the haters, they live in the darkness. Fire and brimstone, making it rain straight from the sky. Born in the atmosphere, you won't be happy here cause you just died. Government parliament, all of the bitches is getting erased. Global agenda and winning, I'm about to end it today. No more diplomacy, beating you beggars with fiery chains. Cops ain't ready for war, I'm putting a hole in their brain. Chopping the fit in the pieces, you singing the bloody remains. Peel the flesh of your bones, staple that bitch to a train. Frequency blade, way in the warrior, way in the samurai.
You know I love your
Cut
vibe.
off your head, throw that bitch in the crash to a satellite. Yeah, the evil is over, yes, I will be satisfied. Decapitate all of the enemy's phones, the evil they glamorize. Lift up a border of leaders, now they falling from the sky. Shooting the rest of the leaders, and yes, they all gon' fucking die.
Hurricanean. Y'all heard of Armageddon? Well, this is Hurricanean.
From Detroit to Texas.
Detroit to Texas. Shout out to Monkey Man for the beat.
Pockets empty flows, I change this whole dimension. Reach my ascension, time to start the mission. Metaphysical drill shit you gotta deal with. I am the Modag, hit you with spinning wheel kicks. Feel this, I'm going hardcore. You cardboard, you can fall for it. Hit your ass with this broadsword. Try to course, got away using parkour. Call it Saboteur, and shot our ass with this Mossberg. One shot was sending quakes to every city. Killing plenty, the government was fucking with me. Teach your lessons, restricted weapons, delete your essence. Have you to the priest, give them deep confessions. Keep the message of revolution, I'm best to do it. It reflect through my art and my fucking music. What you doing? Sitting here, I'm cooking up. Can't find the revolution, then look at us. Hurricane to be the name, got Mac 11s. Eradicate all fears, I see him stepping. When I'm repping, revolution got many weapons. No biblical shit, this is Hurricane.
Shout out to everybody.
This is Hurricane. Breaking Hurricane. This is Hurricane. What it is? Breaking Hurricane. Cataclysmic, I have the spirit disaster image. I'm descending from the sky, you killing villains. Not tripping, they killing us by the millions. Vaccination, the death rates are high percentage. Oh, you mad? I'm spitting truth and fucking facts. Fucking fast, put you all in body bags. See me clad, all black, carry your Mac. Pistol whipping the fed and I'm killing your dad. Bloodline real fall, I gotta brag. Break a stroke to the planet and then you trying to fast. At last, retaliation for the past. This is my damn land, you gotta take it back. Don't get ready, the storm is deadly, you feel the rage. As I come to your city, destroying everything. Every rain will pierce flesh, so I'm the best. Ask if emergency is not a test. I destroyed everything till nothing left. Whoever left, the motherfucker get beat to death. What I'm repping, revolution with many weapons. No biblical shit. This is Hurricane. This is Hurricane. Bringing Hurricane. You know what it is. This is Hurricane. New chapter. Breaking Hurricane. Yeah, this is Hurricane. Hurricane be my name. Breaking Hurricane.
You already know what it is. Down to the last two tracks. I know you might have to probably eat in a minute. What is like 7:32? You know what time you usually eat? I know usually eat around like 8, sometimes 9. But for sure. You already know I reached past 2 hours, 29 minutes. We could do 2 more tracks. And I'll be at the H2 Diner tonight. You know what I'm saying? I know it's my day off, but I think he said we could chill for a minute and then do like a quick Detroit after dark before you go to work. You know, like however you want to do it. You know, but whenever you wake up, I'll be over there at the diner. You know. Or you know, we just chill all the way up until you go to work. You know about it. You know what I'm saying? But like I forgot, I think he said we could chill for a minute and then do a quick Detroit after dark. But yeah, Detroit after dark for 2 and Detroit after dark. You know, yeah. It feels so good to not be attached to, you know, to YouTube. You upload that vid first. Oh yeah, that's what's up. I can't wait. I cannot wait. Yeah. I'm waiting on that. I know the and what I gotta do is I probably gotta cause you said that HHN, look up that lewd foe. Let me write that down before I fuck around and forget it. Lewd foe, look up. HHN special stories. Bet. It has been written down. Oh yeah. That was the idea for Vonta. You already know. Yeah, but I'm talking about, baby. As soon as you get up, just go straight to the we're gonna chill at the diner with this one. We're gonna chill at the diner. Go to the H2 Diner, baby. And we'll chill over there and we'll go live. And you know, we'll chill over there for like 30, 40. You know, like it all depends. You know, be there in time for the naughty track and play audio up until it's time for you to go to work. It'll be a quick Detroit after dark for everybody. But being you, that's all that's important. That's all that's important. You heard the name, but don't know his work. Who? I must have said somebody's name. Oh yeah, Lewd Foe. Oh, okay, yeah. Like, I don't know his work is either, and I'm from the same goddamn city. But once I hear the first track, I'm gonna automatically know it's Detroit street rap or Detroit hip hop. If it's Detroit street rap, I see why I don't listen to it. But if it's Detroit hip hop, I'm like, oh shit, how did shit get past me? You know what I'm saying? Because there's 2 genres of hip hop in Detroit. You either Detroit street rap or Detroit hip hop. And the Detroit street rap is the shit that's popping. That's the shit that everybody is gravitating to. But to me personally, I don't smoke, drink, fuck around, and fuck people over, scam people, rob people, or motherfucker shoot my own people every fucking day. That's not me. So I'm on the hip hop side of things. You know, big up to them. I respect them. Get y'all money, do your thing, take care of yourselves, and take care of your family. But if y'all, you know, just out here just bullshitting around, you know, fuck it. Oh yeah, I forgot. It was Chicago. Yeah. I forgot he said it wasn't Detroit, it was Chicago. Yeah, so that's a main reason why I haven't heard it. But should I do the HHN special stories on them anyway? That's the question. But I am in the music. It's music oriented. So I should, you know, give it a shot of whiskey. I'll give it a shot of whiskey. I do it for you, Vonta. I'll look them up. But if I don't like what I hear or don't like whatever, you know, I might not do it. But, you know, If it's something for an HHN, if it's HHN worthy, definitely. I'll give it a shot. And even if I don't like it and you want me to do it, Vata, I'll do it for you. You know, anything that just motherfucker has to do is coverage. Right? But thank you. I wrote his name down though. I'll look it up. I'll see what's popping. And like, who knows? Probably for the second channel, I could do some like rapper, like underground rapper news from all over the country. You know what I'm saying? Like that's why it should be best to be done. That's why it's a good idea, Vaza, because I could just like cover all the, like all the unknown artists that I haven't heard. So, I dig it, Vata, either way. Thank you, baby. But we're down to the last two tracks. Trying to figure out what I want to play. Oh yeah, I'm gonna play Naughty, and then I'll play one more because I gotta show love to you, baby. Let's get naughty.
Phenom Road 1 production.
Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, everybody get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Get naughty, get naughty, get naughty.
That's why I love you, baby. Naughty.
Walking in the club, baby show the love. See me on stage, tell that motherfucker love. Baby girl getting low, drop it to the floor. Pick it back up, baby, make that ass roll. Out of control, got me saying roll. Baby twerking on me, girl, you know how it go. In the drop, singing
hot over there in the UK, ain't it, baby?
Baby, hop on
Make
the
it hotter.
scene, that's the door close. I'm the one that controls. Take off the clothes, pull out the camera phone. Wanna see you do a pose, put your tune video. Time to make a flick. Going for thumbs when I'm giving her the dick. Baby girl, you the shit. Girl like a party bitch. Double bad chick, say fire like an arsonist. Baby, this a hit. Got another party mix. Call me Santa Claus, had to put you on the naughty list. Time they have a party. Time they have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time they have a party. Time they have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Get naughty.
Gorgeous.
Get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 get naughty, 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 naughty.
I can see them days now, baby. Walk around the house. I'm smacking them cheeks, baby.
Going in the deep, fucking all night, we ain't about to go to sleep. Vibing to the beat.
I always do that when I walk past. Because it's hot. And you looking hot right now.
Like a feast. Sweet cherry pie, baby, let me get a piece. Detroit after dark, did it in the park. Under the stars on the hood of a car. See your best wrist,
Birthday
in the parking lot. Put up to the job, then was fucking on the clock. They ain't after work, we went to the drive-in.
Yeah, I'm naked with it, baby. You already know it.
This a party over here, got you fucking vibing.
God, I love that visual in my mind right now.
Time to have a party. Time to have a party.
Every time you walk past me,
Boston. Time to have a party. Time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty.
Get naughty, naughty.
Naughty, naughty, get naughty, 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 get naughty, naughty. Naughty, naughty, get naughty, 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 naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty. Time to have a party, time to have a party. Baby girl love it, and she about to get naughty, get naughty, 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 naughty.
Shouts out to everybody. I'm still debating on the last song I want to do. You already know. So since I don't know what last song to pick, I got so many fucking songs. I'm gonna let my lovely goddess Vanta choose. What's the last song for the Mental Monday, baby? I'll wait as long as you while I roll up. You pick the song, baby. Something summary. Something summary. Well, I got that summary. Because it is hot. I got a lot of tracks. Something summary. Trying to think. Oh, I got so many fucking songs. Hold on, wait a minute. You don't got a name of a song, was it? Or something cold. That's the problem with having so many fucking songs and they all fired. I think I got one. I know it's Mental Monday. Jesus. Play the new one? Got you. Because I'm scrolling through so many fucking songs. You already know, Vanta, just for you. And you know, when you look at the cover of the thing, I was thinking about you, because the picture of it, I was like, I was thinking about you. But let's do it, baby. We be vibing. This the new track. Much love to the goddess, Vanta.
Phenom Rogue One Production.
Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the islands. Now we flying to another country.
This is summer jam, baby.
Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for buff and grinding. Baby girl, you be shining bright like a diamond. I am happy I found it. She wrapped her legs around me, putting no one above her. Going in full of thrusters, fucking up all the covers. Hearing the sound of thunder, now I'm bending her over. Yeah, she screaming for more. Yes, I need to explore it. Now I'm digging for more. We chilling and gigging, and we smoking and sipping. After this break, baby, I'm getting back to business. Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the islands. Now we flying to another country. I'm riding, dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for buck and grinding. Baby girl, really love it. Taking her to the summit, to the place of abundance. Keep her climaxes coming. She be riding up on it. She take over the moment. Yeah, we keeping it going from the night to the morning. She is sexy as ever. I know I found a better version of a good woman. I won't see forever. We got Bonnie and Clyde. Now I'm slipping aside, and she's feeling my grind. This an infamous time. Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the island. Now we flying to another country. I'm finding dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for bumping, grinding. Baby girl, we be vibing, smoking up on the island. Now we flying to another country. I'm finding dining. Baby girl, we be vibing. Baby girl, we be vibing. Time to take it to the bedroom for bumping, grinding. Hey.
I already love it. Oh yeah. Thank you, Vanta. Baby girl, we be vibing. That's what's up. Shouts out. This is Mental Monday, and I'm surprised I'm almost at 3 hours. You know what I'm saying? Thank you, Vanta. Thank you, Vanta. Much love to the goddess of USS Hurricane, the goddess of the Hurricane 3. got us into existence. You know what I'm saying? First lady of the Hurricane of Night Trappist Church and my UK correspondent when it comes to the HHN special report. And she's the captain of the USS Vanta, professor of the VBU. You know what I'm saying? Do what it do. You know, shake them pom-poms, baby. VBU Hurricanes. Go Team Hurricane. And be on the lookout for Vanta's video. She's going to be dropping it right after this live. Y'all just be on the lookout. You already know what it is. And be on the lookout for her premiere. You know what I'm saying? And I hope everybody got a good message out of this live today. I hope y'all enjoyed the music. And Vanta, I'll see you tonight. I talk about it. As soon as you wake up and you leave a message, I will, you know. I'll roll over there around like 10:30. I'll roll over there to the diner around 10:30, 10:40, and I'll wait for you to come through. You know, and between 10:30 and 11. Because I know you probably get up around that time. If you oversleep, I'll still be there. Just shoot me a message out, and then we'll chill for some minutes, and then we'll start the live, and then we'll fly you to work, baby. You already know what it is. You already know about the much love to you too. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Live and Learn, Stephen Kev. Who else came through? Yeah. I think that was it. Live and Learn, Stephen Kev, and my first lady. My God, it's Vanta. Shouts out. But I see 6 likes. So somebody came through, hit the like button, said what up. It's all good. At least they hit the like button. Oh yeah, and Philly OG popped up. Shout out to Philly OG also. You already know. Oh yeah, it'll groove video Big Sin coming. Can't wait to see it, Vanta. I'm gonna keep my eyes on the tube. You already know. So shout out to everybody coming through. This is Mental Monday. Might have an HHN later, but if not, we'll come back tonight for a short Detroit After Dark. Because it's really my day off, you know what I'm saying? So let me spend my time with my lady and then give y'all some entertainment. But if this Lude 4 was interesting, I might go live later for HHN, but I'm really anticipating on Vanta's video. So I'm gonna try to kick back, relax, watch that video about 3 or 4 times, you know what I'm saying? So there's gonna be 20 minutes watching Vanta's video. If I'm watching it 4 times, I think the video is like 5 minutes, some change. So yeah, it'll be there like 20-something minutes watching Vanta video back to back. That's how I roll. That's how you get them views up. And then go to my other channel, we'll do it again. So I'm gonna be watching Vanta for like 40 minutes on both of my channels. You already know. Let's get the likes and views up. You know what I'm saying? Let's get my baby back up to 1,000. And hashtag fuck YouTube and fuck the haters that be hating. So until then, shouts out to everybody. Catch y'all in a minute. Y'all better look out for Vanta's video. Vixens, baby. We out. Peace. Oh, yeah. You know I got to do it, Vanta. Good evening, baby. You know I love you. And shouts out to everybody else. This is Mental Monday. Catch y'all on the next one. Peace. Oh, yeah. I had to do it one more time for you, Vanta. I love them hearts, baby.